Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hims and hers, shims, shams, hermes, hammies, kings and queens, and everything in between. I am settling it at home and have a lot going on. There's always drama. And don't you know, I had to restart and close all my tabs before I started this shit. So, and then y'all didn't get notifications because I screwed that up too. My life's crazy. I try to do everything every day and it's just too much sometimes. But I thought about doing this as a pre-recorded because nobody's gonna show up. But I was like, screw it. What if somebody wants to hop in and say hello? Because I have been gone for a hot minute. I have not been live. I've been a busy girl. Anyways, we got all kinds of crazy stuff going on that we should check in on. All right. Let's see what the hell we could do. Guess what, bitches? It's summertime. Summer. In my world, anyway.
Sun's out, thighs out, no shame in my stride. Rocking crop tops and glitter on my eyes. Big girl stepping with the confidence way, turning every sidewalk into my runway. Used to hide, now I'll take up the frame.
Welcome, kickers.
It's art, not a project to take.
Be nice, bitch.
I ain't made to shrink, I was born to shine. It's that girl summer and the season's mine. Say it loud, no playing small. Beauty's in us, every curve and all. Laughing in the sun, no need to disguise. Let the world adjust to these firefly vibes. It's a fat girl summer, feeling just right.
Move to the beat of a hot girl night.
Confidence glowing like fireworks fly. Wear what I want, no need to hide. Stretch marks off, don't you let it show. This is my season, let love grow. No shame, no filter, just joy and thunder. Turn it up loud, it's fat girl summer. Rolling up bold in a neon two-piece, sipping sweet tea with a side of peace. Every jiggle, a dance in the breeze, feeling that freedom from head to knees. No more rules, no more fear, just beach waves and happy tears. Smiling wide, taking up space with sun-kissed pride on my face. Loud, no playing small. Beauty's in us, every curve and all. We break the mold, we bend the frame, and girl, we do it without shame. It's a fat girl summer, feeling just right. Move to the beat of a hot girl night. Confidence blowing like fireworks fly. Wear what I want, no need to hide. Stretch marks off, don't you let it show. This is my season, let it love grow. No shame, no filter, just joy and thunder. Turn it up loud, it's fat girl summer. F-A-T, fabulous baby. G-I-R-L, owning it daily. Sunset dances, moonlit pride. We're taking back summer. Amplified. It's a fat girl summer, feeling just right. Glowing like magic on a neon night. No more limits, no more rules. We're big, bold, breaking all the schools. Throw on the crop top, let the world see. Every inch of you is wild and free. No shame, no filter, just joy and thunder. Raise your voice high. It's fat girl summer.
All right, fucky shit. So we're gonna get started in 2 seconds, but we got things and things to talk about. We got people like planning families and then getting divorced and catching slack for their own family decisions. It's been nuts on the interwebs, bitches, and your girl still needs to work on opening all her tabs again. But we gonna figure this shit out together, okay? All right, so let's do the real one. We're gonna run it once and then we gonna get into it. Zita, pull up.
Red the Harley with a smirk. Motorhome park, grill lit, she go berserk. Debo in the back, beast mode on the deck. Jet
Oh, my
spin,
deeps.
waves crash, what to expect.
Bad girl Z, yes, you're turning in the heat.
Funny punchlines,
Got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big whore, can't be beat.
see her running everything, hands on the fleet.
She got the cane core, so the nickname King Kong.
Debo bark, deep bass drop
All night long.
Leather jacket shining, hit the throttle, then she's gone. Riding through the vibes like she owns the whole song. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. Zita full of takes, so sharp, call her petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. Zita full of takes, so sharp, call it petty confetti. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Bad girl Z. See her running everything, hands on the fleet.
Salam and good evening. It's your girl, your big beauty miss, Bad Beezy, Zita, motherfucking Roy. Today we got thins and thins to talk about. We got people out here robbing cancer patients, getting arrested for stalking by letting a good deed go a little too far. We got other streamers acting a damn fool, riding on vans, taking diggers on bicycles. Bitch, I said diggers. Get your damn mind out the gutter. And like I said before, we got family plans for, people planning on having twins being oh so happy. And then they get filed on. They get the divorce service. And then all of a sudden it was like, you such a narcissist. Why all the bitches be saying that? Nah, bitch, he just wasn't that into you. You fucked up. You done fucked up, bitch. Oh man. Anyway, so these online shit posting personalities are fucking wild right now, and I just can't. I don't want to be part of it. I really don't want to be part of it. This is crazy. Like, can streamers stop acting up long enough for me to want to like take part and get in the fucking messiness? You know what I mean? So anyways, we have some exciting stuff coming up too. I made some changes to my schedule. We do have an upcoming motorcycle trip that it seems like I've been talking about this shit forever. I wanted to do it before our last river trip. Didn't happen. And then I planned on doing it this trip, and I was planning on leaving tomorrow. but that ain't gonna happen. I've been settling in at home. I've had a lot going on with scans, doctor's appointments, getting the rig settled. You know, the usual, the norm. I did post a community post yesterday saying that my CT results were clear, which is great because every time I get those done every 3 months, that's the all clear on the cancer status. And I cannot stand when people clickbait their cancer or just leave it to the end. But I don't really like talking about my medical shit. I kind of like leave it like as an Easter egg. So really only the people who really delve into my content can kind of know what's going on in my life. Because I like to keep some things private, but unfortunately I don't have a paywall right now, and I just ain't got the time to set up Patreon and do all that shit. So it is what it is. So we will talk later about, oh no, actually I could just let you guys know this right now, because chances are I'm probably gonna motherfucking forget. So I had my CT, that was great. I got my MRI results today. I haven't even read them fully, but I had gone to see a neurologist because in my surgery I had like deficits, but neither of my arms would raise when I woke up. And it's been a journey, but your girl kind of just keeps everything on the inside and just deals with it. But so I guess I've still had like pain and numbness in my hand, and it's real weak, like above my head. So I've kind of been babying it, and I just wanted to get the all clear so I could start lifting heavy weights again. And don't you know, the neurologist got the MRI results. They just posted on my e-chart right before I started the stream. So I haven't had a chance to read them, but he'd said that there's the nerve impingement is secondary to, like, I guess my shoulder's tore up. So he said there's like a few injuries in there, including a torn rotator cuff. So that means, so then he was like, I'm just going to have you go to your primary, because my primary is actually like a sports medicine. No, wait, I'm lying. He's not a sports medicine doctor. That's his brother. But my primary, like we have that concierge shit. So they get you in real quick. So he wants to see me on Monday so we could come up with a care plan. Hopefully it's just like more occupational therapy. I am not doing any kind of surgeries until probably this winter, if I do any more surgeries at all. Your girl needs to drop some more LBs before I do that. So I'm just kind of dealing with it. Thank gosh, yesterday was the day that we went and picked up our half cow. And this is the first time our friend went in halves with us, and he and one of my kids was local for the moment. So they went and picked it up, and my kid actually like loaded the freezer and everything. It was all Gucci. So I'm way appreciative of that. But I should be good to go after I have 2 doctor's appointments. And then also, in case y'all didn't know, I have to be home and with a real good internet connection, because tomorrow is pre-sale for Stagecoach 2027. And you know, we going again, girl. We going again. That was so much fun. And some of our friends that didn't camp this last year, because they live like right there, right where the campgrounds are, where the event is, they were like, nah, bitch, we're gonna camp, because this lot that you have was perfect. It wasn't like too party. It was very chill. Vibes were there. We were vibing. So I got to get those Stagecoach tickets bought. And then also I put a deposit on Debo's partner on our little female Cane Corso. And that litter is supposed to drop this coming Friday. It may have dropped already. That breeder kind of likes to get through like the first week before he starts letting people know what he has and all that good stuff. So that means we're going to have another half cross the country trip coming up to pick up the puppy in, I think, August. It'll be 8 weeks, right? Is the mathing, people? I think the math is mathing for that. So we had planned July 11th to go to one of the lakes I don't really go to that much. It's kind of like a party lake. I used to go there when I was like a preteen. But I like the cleaner lakes that are further away from California, because one, there's less Californians there. Even though most of the Karens kind of moved to other places. But anyway, so we were gonna go there for, my friend normally goes 4th of July, and then they were gonna go the week after, and then now it just got moved to August. So I just canceled that reservation. Emlo still has those days off. So I don't know what we'll be doing. What I could do is just wait for her and do the motorcycle trip together, which I'm sure she would love. But it kind of limits my riding because she doesn't have as much experience as I do, and she gets fatigued earlier than I do. But of course, that first day, it's hard. No matter how much you ride, like your first day on a long distance motorcycle trip, it's rough. It's real rough, bitch. So I don't know. I really want to go though. I'm jonesing. And what's calling my name is a ride up the coast through like the California redwoods and all that. And if I do that, I know that Emla will not go with me for that because she'll be like, fuck that bitch. It's too much. She doesn't have like enough time off to be able to do that kind of shit and then rest and recover before going back to work. So I don't know. I'm jonesing to do it. So, let's see. So then, okay. And then in August, we're either going to go pick up the puppy and or go to that lake that I was talking about. I don't know. I have to also fucking shit. So our boat is finished. We were having like some work done with the boat and we picked it up for the river trip. But there was like a few like doodads that needed to be replaced in the deck along the rim of the bow needed to get replaced. And so I dropped it off after our trip, and then he just texted yesterday and let me know that it's finished. I could pick it up. He's going to have it washed. So I want to, since we picked up the toy hauler, I think I'm going to take the toy hauler out to Arizona, drop that in Arizona, and then pick up the boat and probably bring it to California because June, July is like Arizona's monsoon season. So if we're going to use it, we might use it in the Cali lakes or at the river closer to Cali. So that's my tentative plan and schedule right now. I am going to start trying to stream a little bit more for the fatty like fish tank thing vibe I have going on. And your girl also has to get back on her motherfucking walking schedule because I snack when I go to the river. I snack when I'm camping, and your girl has gained some lbs. So I need to get my walking grind back on. And it's always fun to like walk and talk and bullshit when I don't have time just to sit down and do a motherfucking stream. So I think that is all I have like kind of tentatively going on. So we'll just kind of see what happens, but y'all need to be along for the ride. I need to do like a couple pre-recorded videos, which are like it's just content that gets me views. So we'll do that. How you doing, Kick? Check in, bitches. Say hi in chat. I'm watching, even though I'm kind of on two platforms here. I'm happy to see you here. Follow me if you're not already. Okay, so all my windows crashed. So what had happened was your girl made this stream last night and I scheduled it for today. Ended up having to push it back with all my phone calls and shit this morning. And I meant to make it public when I pushed it back so you guys would get notifications. Looks like I didn't. When I went to hop on to stream, it wasn't freaking picking up my damn camera. So I had all my tabs and everything all organized and ready to go. Your girl had to pull the good old restart and pray, and it worked. So thank goodness we are in business now. Camera's working. Everything's good. Let me just open my little notes here. See what I got going on before we get right into it. How have y'all been? What's new with y'all? What have I missed? Anything freaking interesting in your lives? Oh my gosh. Also, let me just say this. Why do motherfuckers constantly message me, constantly tag me, constantly want me to be involved in the LCU? I don't watch the LCU. I'm not going to start watching the LCU. It's just nobody interesting works there anymore. Everybody who was funny, everybody who was entertaining left or got fired. So it's embarrassing to even like work there. Like Keem could come to me and be like, Zita, I'll give you 10 mil, come back. And I'd be like, nah, homie, that shit's embarrassing. Like everybody who's left, no offense, y'all are just beginners and you're boring bitches in a box, as I always say. And So, I mean, it's just sad and pathetic. And then the whole like pocket watching thing that people do, it's totally killed the revenue over there. The revenue's been dead for a long time. But if you're a content creator, people know, don't fucking pocket watch other creators, because it not only kills their fucking income, it kills yours, dumbass. And you think people would learn that from being in other communities, but they don't. They don't. They're dumb. Are you dumb or are you dumb? They're dumb. But the only thing more sad than working at the LCU is being a previous employee of the LCU and reacting to the LCU's fucking content. Get your shit together. Get your life. If you think you're the shit, then do something else. Do something fucking different. Do you fucking talk about your old job when it comes to other fields? No. Get your shit together. Find something that interests you and talk about dumb shit if you need to. That's what I fucking do. I'm the most normie of the norms, okay? My channel's mostly about like my life and traveling and vlogging and all that kind of shit. But I do freaking now I kind of made a studio for the LCU, so here the fuck I am, just talking about shit I'm watching or talking about what's going on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Getting into the tea. I can't lie. I do like tea. I do like mess. I do like speculation. Speaking of which, anything that's on my channel is for pure entertainment purposes only. These are not facts. I am not reporting the news. I'm giving you my conspiracies, my opinions, my allegedlys, my theories. I'm giving you all that shit. So that's what we do here, motherfuckers. We get lit. We talk shit. We just do what the fuck we want to do. So if you're looking for LCU content, look elsewhere, bitches. Might I suggest, God, are there any good LCU reaction channels? I think there's clip channels out there that can catch you up on shit, but I don't really think there's anything going on, honestly. Okay. So this past Saturday marked 1 year from my surgery. So your girl's fucking halfway there. The type of cancer I had was leiomyosarcoma. So it's extremely rare and extremely aggressive. And it has a 70% chance of coming back within the first 2 years. So I'm not really a stressor. I'm kind of a give it to God type of bitch. But I've been praying and I'm like checking my little boxes. And it felt really good to make it a freaking year. And my scans are clear. So your girl is feeling good. So one more year to go, June 13th. It was Friday the 13th. That's why they got me in on the surgery table so early, because I was like, I ain't scared. I ain't superstitious. God's got my back. And then your girl almost died. But God pulled you through. Okay, so let's get into it here. God, we're going to go way back. And some of these things I don't have dates on. It is just stuff that I kind of had like in my notes to cover whenever I got to my studio, because I do take a studio like thing with me, but I didn't have the patience or the time to do it when we were there. So you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do my little video intro of my guy, young Bill Fridge. I forgot I added that to my lineup. See, guys, it's been so long, your girl's forgetting shit. Okay, let me run that one time because I love my boy Bill Fridge. And this is like the biggest compliment ever.
For real. Dude, Zita does things that nobody else does. And she does them in a way that is like captivating. When she got up, she was like, I don't know who she was going in on, but midway through going in on somebody, she starts sweeping her floor. And I'm like, is this part of the bit? What is going on here? And I'm watching her sweep, and I'm like, what's going to happen? She's just sweeping her floor. Like it felt like
Zita by far is one of the most retarded people that have ever come through the LCU, which means she is a great character and she belongs in the LCU. Like
she's very unique. I love Zita Ray. I love unique people. I love different people. I love people who are terrible. I love people who are stand out. I don't think Zita's terrible at all, personally.
Okay,
but I like.
Why is Meek Hertz cooking right now? Imagine that. Zita, Glammy, and Amber on Buzz. Could you imagine that fucking carnage?
Yeah, no thanks. And Billy, I love him so much. He's so fucking talented. I hope he's streaming on his own, if you guys don't know. And he's doing really good. And he went on, I think, PKA. I have not watched it yet, but I heard it was good. And I hope he keeps moving on up like George and Wheezy, bitch. I don't know what his plans are, but I'm just saying, if it were me, I'd get in over there at H3. It looks like they're starting to do their thing with H3 After Dark and Harley and Kate. You know what I'm saying? You can get a little something if you don't want to do your own. That's just some advice I have over there. That would be epic to watch him and someone else do a great job on a awesome network that is going to pull the views that Billy deserves, bitch. Okay, so let's see if I can remember where I put all my shit. Okay, I think it's this button. Okay. It's been a minute. Okay. I don't know how my sound's gonna be. I don't know how anything's gonna be. It should be fine. The only thing I took with me was my headphones and my mic. So everything should still be good. Just let me know if there's any sound issues. So anyways, I thought this was hilarious. These people's apartment freaking flooded while she was live streaming. Can we talk about what this guy does, though? It cracks me the fuck up. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why men die before women. What exactly is he trying to accomplish? Like, we witnessed bitches, a fucking earthquake happen while I was streaming. I was like, Lord, please don't strike me down for causing shit. But if it was water, my first fucking instinct, even though everything's fucking insured, would be to grab all my fucking expensive electronics. I would legit go by price. I'd be like, okay, this was this many K, this was this many K, we got to go. But watch how these people react. It's great. Oh, wait, I'm a little bit big. Let me fix this real quick. Is that good? I think that's good. Why my eyes look so crazy right now? It's this lighting. My makeup looks fine, and then I come in here and I'm like, ugh, it's too much. I even turn my lights down, but it still looks like my eyes are all white. It's okay. It's okay. I look like a little Chinese girl, a little chinita, Let's see. I think I'll go right there. Right there's good. Right there's good. Okay. Okay, let's see. Watch this dude.
Ебашь, Наташ, блядь, нет, подожди.
Ты что, больной, блядь? Идиотина! Подожди, оставь меня!
Is that the poo-poo? Is that the coco? Is that the churro? The sorote? The sorotote? The sorote? Oh my God. And then if it is, why does he keep running into it? It has to be. That water's brown, my guy. And it's coming from like the roof. So that means upstairs had a little sewage leakage. They got a little leaky of the black tank. That was crazy. He's trying to catch water in a packet with holes in it. Hey boy, your booty's out.
Я забираю все! Где мои сапоги?
I'm pretty sure whatever freaking PC she has is worth more than that. What the hell? What the hell?
Я не могу, Лемура, оставить здесь, я не могу.
Really? Look, what is she going for right now? What are those things called? I forgot. Basic, bitch. Bitch, you basic. Isn't that some shit? That's some real shit. I'm a fucking idiot. I want to watch it one more again because I didn't catch the fucking wastebasket thing until right now. I gotta watch it again. Fuck y'all.
Ваша, Наташ, блядь, мне бы
Что больной, блядь? Идиотина! Подожди, посмотри, блядь!
Oh, poop right in the face.
Где ведро, блядь? Где ведро? Блядь, Наташа,
La Boo Boo, that's what they're called. La Boo Boo. They're playing in La Poo Poo right now. Oh, it's not a La Boo Boo. It's like a little panda or something. But he playing in La Boo Boo right now. Okay. I guess she's the brains of the fucking operation. I thought that shit was funny as fuck. Oh, like, oh hell no. I'm not gonna talk about this too much. I just thought it was fucking crazy. I'll just give you guys like a pretty much like what the hell happened here. But basically, the basics are that if you don't know, I didn't know because I'm not a Lego person. Like I do have like my little Spider-Man one right here, but I usually get Legos for like toy runs and stuff. I'll get something like for boys and girls. That's why I also have like weird dolls around. It's usually just extra toys that I bought that either I didn't end up going to the run or they had like reached a limit or whatever. I always bring extra stuff in case somebody doesn't have something to give. So anyways, there's this huge thing going on all over the interwebs. If you're interested in finding out about it, basically what had happened was supposedly this guy who has the largest collection of Star Wars Legos that was advertised to be worth over $200K in value had put it on this site, and it's known as Bricks and Minifigs, and they do an inventory and it's a consignment. So he actually gave them the Legos and they made a spreadsheet, and he had started selling some of his Legos with the intention to pay for his cancer treatment, and one of his sons is going off to college. Well, the rumor is, the speculation is, well, I don't know, is that the company was sold halfway or partway through the process. So not all of his Legos have been sold. He has not collected all of the revenue that he thinks he's due. And some internet personalities reached out to help him, to help platform his story and to get the word out to the peoples. And so I forget the lady's name that owned the business when the deal was brokered or whatever, but she basically sold the business, and now the new owners, who I know one's male, are denying that they have the Lego set or that there is a deal with them as business owners. They're just like, well, whatever, we bought the business after this was done, and blase, blase, blase. I have found some things on the internet, like showing the actual spreadsheet, highlighting what's sold, what's not sold, and then I see the owner denying that. It's crazy, but it's one of those things that I think you have to really do a deep dive into to be able to, you know, pull all the receipts and go through things. But so the internet personalities are Reckless Ben, and then there's Brian Mansell. So they've been helping like collect money during like doing GoFundMe's, and they're basically throwing the new owners under the bus, saying that he's stealing from a cancer patient and all this other stuff, which in a roundabout way is true. You know what I'm saying? But where Reckless Ben went a little too far was, one, they showed up at the new owner's house talking about, oh, we won in court in Oregon, so where's my money? And the cops were like, this isn't how civil matters are handled, blase, blase, da-da-da-da-da. Reckless Ben ended up freaking getting arrested for showing up multiple times after being told not to do that. And then he sent his friend back, and his friend got busted with him on FaceTime while he was reposting a sign in the freaking yard across the street from this guy's house that says he's stealing from cancer patients. So the cops came and was called him out for being on freaking FaceTime with Reckless Ben, and that resulted in supposedly stalking and harassment charges being added to Ben's situation over there. And then Reckless Ben was going to make like part 3 of his video, which I'm not even going to lie, I'm not even going to hold you. And he was silenced by the courts and can't post part 3 of his series covering the bricks and minifigs allegations. So that was the newest as of a couple days ago. But I'm not sure. So let's watch these.
We have a Reckless Ben update, and it's not looking good. That's because a Utah judge is granting Bricks and Minifigs a temporary restraining order against both Reckless Ben and Brian Mansell, and their $400,000 GoFundMe has officially been taken down. It's unclear if it will come back up, but Bricks and Minifigs may go after the funds. Do you think this is fair? Let us know. We have a
No. It's not fair. I hate it when courts do that. Like, okay, if you want to do the TPO, the temporary protection order or whatever, that's fine. But don't fucking silence people. You know what I'm saying? Is he really going to affect the case? Nope. People know, especially people who work in media. Well, most of them should know anyways about slander and defamation, and they should be using protective language, which I haven't seen any of them not do. So why the gag order? That's a little bit shady. Some people are even speculating that the local police department is in on this like Lego theft. So I don't know. And also the speculation is that it wasn't really worth 200 grand, the collection, that it was kind of advertised that just to hype it up. So, but either way, I mean, that's part of selling something on consignment, right? Because you kind of are trying to get the most for it, but you're not really sure what you're going to get. So anyways, that's it with the bricks and minifigs situation right now. I might look for like updates here and there and catch y'all up as I see them, but I'm thinking most of it's kind of done now until it goes to court, being that, you know, the good guys, in my opinion, cannot talk. So moving on here. You know what? Actually, these things that I have are kind of depressing. What the fuck? Everything's kind of negative Nancy. I never really like to do like a negative sandwich with you guys, you know, but I don't know. So McJuggernuggets. I don't know if you guys know who McJuggernuggets is. I don't really know his history either. I don't know if he was a nobody before he worked with Keemstar or not. I just know his name from Keemstar. And I specifically don't even remember why. So I don't know if he was in the LCU when it started or if he just appeared on the LCU like pre-recorded streams or what. But he and his girlfriend Ashley had made the decision to terminate their pregnancy due to their child testing positive for Down syndrome. And of course, the interneted and hated on the whole situation. And unfortunately, that's the fucking shitty part about the internet. People who shouldn't have opinions have way too many opinions. And then they'll make up opinions just to fucking start shit and fight on the internet. Just to fucking be little trolls. But he doubled down, and I really like this video where he explained it. Like, it is his decision, it is his family, and it is what it is, bitches. So let's watch this video and see what he has to say. Also, can we talk about him being built like a 12-year-old? I think him and Young Twigs might be from the same creator.
Nobody is coming to save you. I know, you guys missed my face. I took a day off because you can do that on social media. What do I mean by that? Nobody is going to be raising my child but me and Ashley, perhaps a select few family members, but even that, I do not expect it. If I was to have a child with Down syndrome, that would be me and Ashley's responsibility solely. Hell no to people on the internet. They will have no influence on my kid. Everyone's saying all their opinions. It's what that's saying, but opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one and most of them stink. Nobody's going to be paying for this kid but me and Ashley. Nobody's going to be holding their hands through the medical appointments but me and Ashley. That's why they say, my body, my choice. That's our family. But you posted it to the internet, guys. I was just sharing it with my fans. I'm a YouTuber. I've been doing this for 20 years. So I wanted my audience to know what was up in my life and why the pregnancy wasn't a thing anymore. And I had to give some context So they
See, and this is the thing too that a lot of people don't understand is that when your content involves your life, you are committed to letting your audience in, letting your community into huge decisions in your life because they're going to ask fucking questions, right? So it's an internal struggle. Like people are like, oh, don't talk about it if you don't want other people to talk about it. Okay. If your content is a clip channel and you're not doing any commentary, or if you don't share any parts of your personal life, I can see that, but not if that's what your content is. Like that defense is null and void to me. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And by me supporting this video, me supporting him in this stance, it has nothing to do with Down syndrome. Like I love Down syndrome people. Like they're more like me than anybody else. That's why I fucking don't get offended when people say I'm fucking downish or I'm downy or they call me downy or whatever, because that's how the fuck like I am. Like I relate to fucking people with Down syndrome more than I should. I'm always saying shit that's inappropriate. I'm always telling on myself. Like me and people with Down syndrome, we have a lot in common. And don't get me started on what is it? Love on the Spectrum, but the Australia version. But the kids with Down syndrome, oh, so fucking cute. So fucking cute. What was that girl? She would always just comment. I don't remember her name, but she would always just copy the guy she was dating's name on that show. She would be like, oh, so romantic. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, I love that show. I love that couple. I love those people. So, but it is a very personal, lifelong decision. Facts.
understood why we made the decision that we did, and we stand by it. No amount of hate and crazy.
I should probably run that back a little bit.
I had to give some context, so they understood why we made the decision that we did, and we stand by it. No amount of hate and crazy death threats or calling me a murderer is going to make me change my mind. Abortion's legal. We're in the state of New Jersey, and you're within your right to do that. But I wanted to do this post because nobody's coming to save you. What I mean by that is every day you're going to make a choice. That could potentially expose you to judgment from other people. Could be family, friends, or on the internet, anybody. And some of those opinions can be very harsh. They can be very confident with said opinions, and you cannot let it influence your path. If you continue to let other people's opinions matter, you will live a life that is not.
Can we just talk about influencing, period? Like, I have been so over, and that's why my brand is about being authentic. That's why you'll never catch a bitch using a filter. Angles, yes. Fatfish angles, yes. But this whole, like, influencing thing, I've been waiting for it to die forever. And now it seems like there is a surge in de-influencing with all the fucking AI shit going out and all these bitches looking like motherfucking AI people. So let's just fucking let that be said. So
that other people's opinions matter, you will live a life that is not yours.
For
that
real.
would be bad. So I highly recommend, as I've done a million different times throughout my life, we were in front of the Attorney General to get shut down on YouTube, the FBI, cops, many, many years, SWATings. I had literally 6 cops with AR-15s in my bedroom saying, hey, you need to shut down your YouTube channel. No, this is my life. If I listened to that, I would have shut it down just to appease you, and I would be miserable. I would have gave up on my dreams, and just because somebody said not to. Friends, family said this was all not possible, that I wouldn't get to live this crazy
beautiful
life
land,
that I live.
Beautiful house.
If I didn't believe in myself, if I just let other people's bullshit dictate my actions. I was an early investor into Ethereum. People were like, you're crazy, cryptocurrency's a scam, all this other shit. Right now, I'm dreaming the future, or I wear an N95 mask to protect my health. I haven't been sick in 3 years, but yet, you're crazy, you're crazy.
All right, this is where we disagree. This is where we disagree, motherfuckers. This is where we disagree. You don't gotta wear N95. You just gotta wash your motherfucking hands. How do you say it in Spanish? Lave sus manos, bitches. I think I was like, well, I did retire during the Rona, but I'm like the last of the Mohicans when it comes to the Rona and getting sick. I haven't been sick for like 5 years. I did get bronchitis once after COVID, and it was right after COVID. So that was the one and only time that I've been sick in like 10 years, I think. Yeah. So impeccable hand hygiene. Don't touch your face with dirty hands. If you touch something, wash your hands before you touch your face, before you touch your orifices. You don't got to wear no silly masks. In my opinion, You need to be exposed to germs, just like nature, like God wanted us to, just like babies. You got to let them get sick. Got to let them build an immune system. We're the same way. It's the same body, just older.
That's fine. Let people pass judgment. But at the end of the day, as long as you can live with yourself and you're happy with the decisions that you're making and the intention is pure, you'll be okay. I want to say this to all people, even the people that have been slaying hate. It's been funny. I've had emails and comments and DMs from people that were shitting on me just 5 days ago.
I get this. I get this so bad because this is why my circle is so fucking small. I am the most loyal, most down for you friend that you could fucking have. And that comes from me being raised by wolves. I raised myself. Like, my friends were my family. So that's how I am. But don't expect me to like explain myself or give me credit when I feel like you know me. Like, don't fucking come to a quick ass judgment before you talk to me about it. Don't come at me crazy. I've lost friends that way for coming at me crazy because it's a crazy contest when it comes to me. Anytime you come at me crazy, I'm going to out crazy you. That's just how I am. That's how I operate. I'm very self-aware. And no, I don't want to fix it. I think it's fun. So if you're going to shit on my chest on Monday, fucking be like that 3 years from now. Like, you go over there, you stay the fuck over there, bitch. That's just how I am. And no, it's not holding a grudge. I will honestly dead you. Like, in my mind, you're dead. I don't know you. I don't talk about you. I don't hear you. I'm very much like a guy in that aspect. Like, I don't talk about bitches behind their back. I don't talk shit about bitches. I lift women up. Like, if I like you, I'm going to lift you up. If I think you need it, I'm going to lift you up, regardless of who the fuck you are. But yeah, but he says this right here. I agree. I just want to get that out so I don't have to interrupt him again.
And comments and DMs from people that were shitting on me just 5 days ago. But the moral outrage has already been dissipating. The internet's moved on to its next target to be angry at. And it's crazy now that people are sobering up. Fans of mine that got swept into the bandwagon are now like, hey, Jesse, I saw we. Like, no, you exposed yourself. And if you're that weak and impressionable, I don't want you.
Yeah, what's the fucking saying? If you don't deserve me at my worst, if you can't take me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, whatever the fuck it is. I live by that shit. Like, we're all human. We all fucking make mistakes. Just like everybody who made mistakes before. I was like loyal to them. I was in their DMs. I was talking them up. I was like, you're going to be all right. You're going to get through this. It's my advice. We're Gucci. Like, that's crazy.
I already got AI set up on social media to block any people that say murderer. I don't want it. I don't want to see it. You're a piece of shit.
In Minecraft.
But even the piece of shit
bots
can still change your ways. And that's why I send this out to you. If you're getting angry at random strangers on the internet, on social media, I would encourage you to take a look at your own life. Stop talking about my beautiful, luscious hair. And
get the fuck off social media. Stop doom scrolling. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else's fake life. Nobody fucking lives like that. And if they do, it's pathetic.
Or receding hairline, big nose, little ass hawk eyes, pale ass skin. Why is this kid's shirt off? Guys, I've heard it all before. Look at your own life.
Actually,
clearly
like
there is some insecurity with male pattern baldness. I've been seeing it a lot, and they immediately aim at the hair. I'm like, guys, you're just projecting your own insecurity. You exposed your hand. Please try to think of what you can meaningfully do in your own life to better your situation, to stop being so bitter at some couple who just had an abortion and is making the best decision possible for their family. And just because you don't believe in whatever we believe in or whatever, doesn't mean you can't still be supportive and people can't still be sad and mourning a loss. It's a very hard choice. But think whatever you want. I'll be enjoying my life. And I hope you guys would be respectful when Ashley and I are pregnant again in just a couple months with what I believe will be a healthy baby, will be a clean pregnancy, and we'll get to be the parents that we so desperately want to be. And I hope you guys will be supportive in that and know that that baby wouldn't exist if not for this one. And so if we believe in God, it was all meant to be. It's all part of the plan. And clearly this blowing up was part of the plan too. So give Jesse his flowers. And hey, let's just try to make better choices and don't start flaming random people on the internet to make yourself feel better about your life. Start to actually take action. Nobody is coming to save you but yourself.
Right? It's like I always say, just be you, bitch. Just compare yourself to yourself. Be a better version of you tomorrow than you were today. And the great thing about life is you get to choose who the fuck you want to be. And I suggest choosing people you know in real life to base the majority of your life on, because the rest of this internet bullshit is just that. It's motherfucking bullshit. I like how he's speaking into existence that they're going to have another child. I understand why he's saying it's going to be a healthy one and all that good stuff. I mean, I get why he's saying that in good faith, in his faith in God. But I wish that in all the genetic testing that they do before you deliver, that they could at least give you a degree of severity of your child's disease. I mean, come on, science. Get with it. get with it. Let's get with it. Like, let us know about the deficits, not just, I mean, because there's a huge spectrum. Like 24-hour care, like for the rest of their life, like for basic normal functions, is way different than somebody who can take care of themselves and live independently one day and still have the same diagnosis. You know, that's where the issue needs to be resolved, not freaking trying to troll people and talk shit to them on the motherfucking internet. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, that's what I've been thinking. That's what I've been thinking. All right, let's see what I have up next. Oh gosh. Okay, let's get into this. Should we watch this whole video? That's 1 minute and 16 seconds. I've kind of just been seeing this in passing. But in case you didn't know, Bunny and Jelly Roll are getting a divorce. Is this the classic fat boy loses weight? Now he wants to bang even more hot chicks other than the one he had at home? Like, what is this? What is your guys' theory? Why do you think they split up? So I don't even know the whole story of this. So we're going to kind of find out together what happened. So let's get into it, shall we? We'll go ahead and play this whole video. Let me turn up the speed here. Let's go to 2.0. So this is what Bunny XO said about having kids with Jelly Roll before breaking up.
Jelly Roll and Bunny
according
XO
to
are going their
E! News.
separate ways. But before their split, Bunny spoke openly about their future family plans. In her memoir, Stripped Down, Unfiltered and Unapologetic, which was officially released February 17th, Bunny shared details of she and Jelly Roll's difficult IVF journey, saying they found a surrogate and are hoping to welcome twins in the near future. And speaking with E! News in an exclusive interview February 18th, the media personality described how their parenting style will be different than it was for kids Bailey and Noah, Jelly Roll's children from previous relationships. She told E! What these babies are going to get from Jay and I is more childlike parents. Because when we had Bailey, we were both getting sober. We were evolving. We were growing. We grew with Bailey. And I think this next set of children for us are going to get the kid versions of us. We're going to get to live our childhoods through them. So we're really excited about that. And Bunny said at the time in her memoir, Jay and I have a surrogate, the sweetest woman ever, and soon I'll be starting my IVF stints. E! News has reached out to both Bunny XO and Jelly Roll's reps for comment about their divorce filing, and has not yet heard back.
Okay. So I didn't know they had 2 kids. I know that he had the one daughter because I've seen her perform with him. I've always loved him since he did his speech? Where was that speech he gave, guys? He did a speech about being a past felon and about, you know, his rights in the broken jail system. And I agreed a lot with what he said. And I have just always loved his down-to-earth way of being, you know? So, we'll actually play this one at normal speed because
Bunny XO is feeling unapologetic amid her breakup with Jelly
That's her shit
Roll.
posting.
The Dumb Blonde podcaster shared several social media posts that seemingly allude to her feelings in the aftermath of Jelly Roll filing for divorce to end their marriage of nearly 10 years. In a June 15th TikTok video, Bunny lip syncs to Nickelback's single How You Remind Me, including the lyrics, "It's not like you to say sorry, I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking." On her
And Jelly Roll performed that song like at a bar during the CMAs. Why is she dog whistling? I thought she was getting her sparkle back and she was all happy. These bitches, I tell you what.
Instagram stories, the 46-year-old shares a photo of herself from a boudoir photo shoot. Bunny cryptically captions the post, "She's getting her sparkle back." Jelly Roll filed for divorce at a Williamson County court in Tennessee on May 18th, according to legal documents obtained by E! News. The date of separation was listed as May 9th, with Jelly Roll citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for the breakup. E! News has reached out to Jelly Roll and Bunny's reps for comment, but hasn't yet heard back.
What do y'all think it was? You think she cheated? You think she cheated? Because, you know, most couples that have money have an open relationship for the man's side, or like the girl gets to pick to bring another girl home, that kind of thing. I don't know. What is this? Hold on real quick before I show this to you. I don't even know what it is, honestly. It's basically the same shit, just her shit posting. And then Nickelback thing. Oh, Let's see what TMZ had to say about it. Let me see if there's anything. Oh yeah, there is a little bit more. All right, I'll read this to y'all. Bunny XO has fans reading between the lines after she reposted a series of cryptic TikToks that appeared to touch on toxic relationships amid her split from Jelly Roll. The podcast host and social media personality raised eyebrows when followers noticed the reposts, realizing that they didn't quite match the loving marriage Bunny and Jelly seemingly were in. Several of the videos included messages about recognizing manipulation, setting boundaries, and walking away from unhealthy situation. Call me crazy. I've been married. All right, we'll just say for math purposes, we've been living together for 22 years. Yeah, which is basically married. If it was legal, we would have gotten married then. So you're not setting boundaries. You're not doing that kind of shit this late into your relationship. Like, I get they both were addicts and they went through that phase, but that's what you learn when you're coming out of active addiction, right? In recovery, you learn about boundaries. You learn about all that kind of shit. So that is when the timeline in their emotion, in their relationship would have had issues. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just my speculation. Okay, so the TikTok post is unavailable. One post plainly mentioned wearing off and one post plainly mentioned ego wearing off and emotional immaturity, as well as being spiritually unaware, narcissistic, and low-key evil. Bunny hasn't publicly explained the meaning behind the repost, and there's been no official statement indicating that they were directed at anyone in particular. Of course not. Subtweeting, bitch. As we previously reported, according to court records, the divorce was a mutual decision by the two and a private family member. One of their children, probably his oldest children, would be my speculation. Jelly Roll met Bunny in 2015 before he hit it big, and the couple walked down the aisle in August 2016. See, and this is what I don't like. I hate it, and I feel like my heart aches for people who like are losing their person that they were with before they built the fucking empire. Because after that, it's like you're always questioning motherfuckers' motives. I don't know. It's a cruel world out there. Money's evil. Money is evil. So, that's that for them. They're in Splitsville. Do you guys think they'll get back together? That is a long time. Sometimes these Hollywood couples end up working shit out, you know, and getting back together. I don't know. I really like Jelly Roll, but it is what it is. You gotta do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Yeah, I wish them both the best. Whatever. Okay, so in case y'all didn't know, our boy, I don't even know how I started talking about this motherfucker. I think it was back on Local Rewind that I started looking for shit outside of the universe because I was bored to death with the universe and I didn't want to talk about any of the losers in the universe. So I think that's kind of when I learned about clavicular and looks maxing and all the things that make me want to throw up a little bit inside my mouth. Like, how insecure and how shallow do you have to be to do that type of shit? Like, let's fucking talk about it. Let's talk about it, people. These red pill fucking podcasts and things like fucking looks maxing, all these creators, they are essentially fucking rage baiting. Okay? They're taking these ridiculous stances. They're saying all this misogynistic shit to rage bait people. And there's actual fucking idiots that follow that shit, that base their life on that shit. They're like, I want to be like Andrew Tate. I want to fucking be like freaking clavicular. I want to looks max. I want to, like, the least interesting, the least entertaining, the least attractive part of you should always be the way you look, bitch. I get it. Like, society puts a big emphasis on how you look because it is a first impression. But bitch, just be clean. That's really all that's required. Like, honestly, I used to be like, when I think like, and maybe this is a back east way of parenting, but there's two things that my parents did to me that made a lasting impression. And yes, I've used them, which was one, taking my bedroom door off the hinges to take away my privacy when I was a teenager. But two, the most beneficial thing they did for me was to take away my makeup and my hairspray and make me go to school without it during my teenage years. And at the time, I was like, oh my God, how dare you? Because it was devastating to me, because I had become one of those girls that caked on fucking makeup and had to cake it on before I even went to the corner store. And by them making me realize that I can go out the house and I can do what I do with makeup on without makeup on, has made me more secure, probably overly secure. People always say I'm fucking too secure in who I am. I have too much confidence for being a fat bitch. That's why. But you know what also doesn't happen? If I show up somewhere without makeup on, nobody goes, hey, Zita, are you okay? Hey, Zita, are you sick? You don't look right. Is your face okay? No, they know. That's how that bitch looks with no makeup on, because this bitch be showing up with no makeup on. So, anyways, that's just my motherfucking 2 cents. So, anyways, Clavicular got like 2 plastic surgeries within a week. He got his ears pinned back, and then he got a nose job. There might have even been more, honestly, but his chat was roasting him, and it's actually kind of sad to watch for how he looks, because he looks super feminine now, but he looks like James Charles a little bit in my thumbnail. I kind of thought that was funny. I'd be fighting with AI. It's hilarious.
Thanks. Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it.
Rabbi Pinto just tipped $2. Hello, Braden. Good to see you are transitioning into a Jew more and more every day, including the no love from Tel Aviv.
I hate this is the worst job ever. This is the worst job ever.
If you're insecure, it is. You're fucking looking at yourself 24/7, 365. There's been girls that I've seen. There's a vlogger that I watch.
Oh my God. I hate doing this. This is why.
There's a vlogger that I watch. And she had like the slightest little chip or like gap in her front teeth. You couldn't even notice it. But because she stares at her face editing all day, she made a big deal about it and had to go get it filled at the dentist. I'm like, oh my God. I think gaps are cute. I love like little character things like that. I love originality. I love people who look fucking different. And I think a lot of guys are like that now. They're just like, fuck, dude, can I get somebody who looks different that doesn't look like everybody else?
Shop just tipped $2. Bro looks like Family Guy. It's over Clav, you are a joke. Dylan Latham took your legacy. It's over Chud Boy, you're Lacey Maxing.
He's surgery maxing, baby. Surgery maxing. Ugh. He's crazy. Hopefully he gets his shit together. Your space banks talking about it.
Saw this all over my timeline in the last few days. You guys see Clavicular's nose job? Got his ears pinned back. He's doing all types of surgery to his face. I don't know. This is the clip that's going most viral. I want to watch this with you guys real quick. It's honestly kind of sad.
Oh, we should just watch this one. My bad, guys.
Because I have an interesting take, I feel like. He just looks so different. I agree. My take on this is very, very simple. I think it was a horrible idea for him to do this just based on the fact that it's different. Somebody in chat said, he just looks so different. I agree. I think it's like the same way we feel when we watch, our favorite creators or artists in AI, like an AI version of them. There's just something different. There's just something off, and it's like unsettling. There's something about like the human mind that doesn't like things that are familiar being changed in any which way. And for Clavicular,
not just that. Okay. So people don't realize like the way our bodies are formed. That's why like girls will have like, they could be moms too, but like one boob that's bigger than the other. We naturally have one nair, like one nose hole that's bigger than the other. Our eyes are going to be bigger than the other. Some like how I always talk shit about Fupachi's eye. It looks like it's sliding off her fucking face. Like some people have like weird set eyes because the way that we're formed in freaking utero is in half. So we all come together in half. That's why some people have like cleft palates or cleft lips, because the embryo didn't, I keep covering my microphone. The embryo didn't like fully form correctly and lined up like in the center. So when you go and you have plastic surgery to go even everything out, it looks weird. It looks foreign. It looks like somebody fucked with your face. It's crazy. It looks weird. I mean, if you absolutely, it's your body, do what the fuck you want to do with it, but people are getting out of control. Like the whole BBL thing, everybody called it. It was like everybody who was probably 30 and above, 35 and above was like, this is a phase. It's going to fucking go out. It's going to be gross. And it is. It's gross to look at. It's gross. There's a smell. It's weird to watch people's deformed butts, like when they're just trying to do normal body motions, like working out and stuff. It's weird. Like seeing girls do like the bridge, the back bridge, like the back plank and stuff, and they can't lift their ass off the ground. It's like, y'all were trying too hard to be somebody else, trying to be a J-Lo, trying to be a Kardashian, trying to be somebody else when y'all should have just been a Lucy. Just be a fucking Lucy, okay? Motherfucker.
For example, I know he kind of came up on this whole looks maxing being changed. There's something about like the human mind that doesn't like things that are familiar being changed in any which way. And for clavicular, for example, I know he kind of came up on this whole looks maxing thing and he's like standing on business, getting the surgeries he said he was going to get, etc. But I don't think he had to do that because I think a lot has changed. This motherfucker has generated, I don't even know how many views, billions and billions and billions of views with his face. His face is essentially his logo. It's his entire brand, right? So like for him to change that in any way is just bad, even if objectively it looks better. This is why celebrities don't do this. This is why people get rich all the fucking time.
I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember the show, the original Dirty Dancing movie, that the lead dancer, the lead actress in there, her name, Jennifer Grey, I almost forgot her last name, had a very like large nose, but it went with her face. Like if you looked at her face, you're like, oh, that's a conventionally attractive girl with a large nose. No big deal. Movie was over. She got money. The first thing she did was shave and chop her nose off. And that was the end of her career. Like you can't even recognize her in public. And I mean, she did do some smaller shows, but that was just a drastic example of fucking with your face when you probably shouldn't. But I mean, I don't know if she's happy about it. I haven't watched any interviews.
You know, actors, actresses, artists, and they don't go and do this, even though objectively maybe it makes sense. Clav, if this finds its way to you, this is your fucking moneymaker, brother. This is your brand. This is exactly the same thing as when Nike makes us.
I love it when people talk about how much better than them somebody else is doing and then they give them advice. I guess I do the same thing, but this is where I'm supposed to give my opinions, bitches. I'm not talking to these people directly. Nobody gives a fuck about a Zita opinion.
Change to their logo, or Apple makes a slight change, or Xbox, and everyone freaks the fuck out and nobody ever likes it, right? It's so incredibly rare that people enjoy a logo change. So incredibly rare.
Thank you for sharing your knowledge, Faze. We appreciate you. All right. This digger is crazy. At first I was like, what the fuck happened? Bitch, I said digger. He took a digger. Watch, he almost crashes and then he does crash. I had to rewatch it like a few times to see what happened. I show Speed on one of his adventures.
Like, Terry, here, let me show y'all something. Oh, my fault. Sorry. Oh, shit. Oh.
Look at his face. We gotta slow that down. I love his face right there. It cracks me up. I can frame by frame it, but let's just freaking put it on half speed. Look at his eyes. Like, oh shit. Oh shit. I was wondering if he was concussed for a minute.
Just relax. Oh, say what light that just happened on stream. Say what light I just...
I can't figure out what he's saying right here.
Say what light I just...
Say what live just happened on stream or some shit?
Yeah.
So You learn this in motorcycle riding. Whatever you look at, you're going to crash into. We're like horses. Like, you know how you steer a horse with the reins and by turning their head because their teeth are sensitive? Wherever you turn their head, the freaking horse goes. We are the same exact way when it comes to motorcycle riding too. The secret to making a tight U-turn on a motorcycle without like slowing down, tipping over, putting your foot down is to turn your head all the way to the side. Oh, okay. No big deal. I'm probably going to get a copyright strike, but it is what it is. At least our stream's good. So anyway, so you could see he is looking at his vlogging setup or streaming setup, and then he brings in his left shoulder and he looks at the curb, and it's like, after that, you're donezo. You're going to run into that curb. So let's watch it again. We're going to put it fast though. Playback speed. Let's do 1.75.
Here, let me show y'all something. Oh, shit. Oh.
See, you licked the freaking curb. That's where you went wrong, homie. Oh, poor guy. He just can't catch a break recently. Him and that other, who was the streamer that got hit by a car? Well, got hit by his freaking follower car. I forget already. And then almost got hit again. So, that's crazy. I've never gotten this warning in the back end of YouTube. I like it. I think that's great. Okay. So anyway, this is there's kind of a few things going on in my area. Oh, we'll talk about that too. If anybody feels like doing something other than lurking, remind me to talk about. Never mind. Let me write a motherfucking note to myself. I don't trust y'all. Where's it at? I know I have it on here. Okay. Okay. So, where should we go next? Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this kind of happened out by me. When we were on our way to get to Toy Hauler, there's 2 Air Force bases in Southern California. March Air Force Base, and then I wonder, actually, let me Google it, what the other Air Force thing is. Okay, so it's not 2 Air Force bases. It's just there's a Marine Corps Ground Combat Center, and then there's Edwards Air Force Base. But when we were on the way to go get the toy hauler from the dealership to pick it up from all the work we had done to it, passing us on the freeway, on the opposite side of the freeway, was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish tanks with, all the operators and stuff popped out the hood and stuff on the freeway. I was like, oh, that's so dope. Like, it's so cool to see that kind of stuff. Or like you'll see military fighter jets fly around here when they're doing their drills and stuff, or when there's sketchy stuff going on in the country. So you get to see a lot of cool things out here. There's also the Palm Springs Air Museum. They also do some cool air stuff, but unfortunately, 8 people died after a U.S. Air Force Base B-52 bomber crashed at Edwards Air Force Base.
Bernardino, I believe, is the next closest city to this area, but you can just see the significant amount of smoke that is there, and that's a fire truck. Keep in mind, right there in that corner of the screen, that's a fire truck. Look how big that explosion. Bernardino, I believe, is the next closest city to this area, but you can just see the significant amount of smoke that is there, and that's a fire truck. Keep in mind, right there in that corner of the screen, that's a fire truck. Look how big that explosion. Bernardino, I believe, is the next closest city to this area, but you can just see. So
that happened a couple days ago, and it was still freaking smoky here yesterday. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Let me see. I added this tab because this also happened last night, which was crazy. Things are falling out of the sky, people. They're falling out of the sky. So this was last night in Texas. Playback speed. And this is, I think, is this the second one that's happened? There was another one where it was just, I don't remember where it was. It was night before last, I think. Another plane crashed with only the pilot inside, who perished because people were trying to break out the windows to get him out and they weren't able to. But this happened last night.
Oh my god. That could explode.
Why are all these planes falling out of the sky? What's going on?
Ay, Damián se metió. Oh my god. My husband, a ver, se metió. ¿Lo agarraron? Ah, no, sí se metió. I said papá o alguien de los kids, because there's kids here.
Crazy. Thank God they were able to get some people out. I don't know the actual numbers on that. Again, I don't report the news. I just kind of skim over what's going on the internet and see what's up. And then if y'all didn't hear, Oliver Tree passed away. At the time I was planning this, it was a few days ago now. Oliver Tree was a content creator. He was kind of a silly content creator. Let me put this here for a second while I get all this settled. And he made like some funny songs and stuff. Get rid of this tab too. But I really like what he plans on doing with his money postmortem. And this was back in April, so May, June, like it was a couple months ago, and he was talking about his death. He almost has like the King Cobra situation going on.
Before passing away, Oliver Tree spoke about his will. This is where his money will be going. Rest in peace.
The wealth or the things that get made from it is mine. And so when I die, I've set it up. My will is set up that when I pass, my family, no one's going to get a penny. If I have a wife or kids or anything, not getting a penny. I'll get my kids through college. That's the agreement, but they're not going to be a silver spoon. They're taken care of because my dad worked on some stuff in the 2000s. You know, like the idea is when I die, all the money's going to go back to artists. So I've set up a foundation. It's called Dr. Oliver Tree's Art Grants for Baby Geniuses. And it's set up so that basically the interest generated from my music will take mostly that, but there's also room for other money because when I die, my art will continue to have residuals and probably be worth more than it is now. People will finally appreciate my stupid videos and my stupid songs. That's when people appreciate you when you're not there anymore. Anyways, they might not. It doesn't even make a difference. But historically speaking, artists' worth go up after they die. So the art will continue to make money no matter what. And I have basically a committee that I've set up when I pass, and I plan to do it while I'm alive, where basically everyone will vote on who the money goes to each year and a few different people, and it will be in the spirit of the Oliver Tree Project. So collaborators I made music or film or art with when I was alive will get to make the decision of where the money goes.
Anyways, I think that's so cool. It's like I told my kid, I really feel like the best thing you could do in today's day and age is to let your kids know, I ain't leaving you shit. I ain't leaving you one red cent. You're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to earn it your own. It'll make them want to go to college. It'll make them want to fucking earn more money. That's what happened in my case, in my instance. So, yeah. What the fuck? Oh, there was something else that I thought of while he was talking, and I wanted to see if y'all had seen. I was going to ask if you guys have heard. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it was a meme or something that I seen on either Instagram or the TikTok. I don't really go on social media a lot. but it was a chick singing this song and the caption was like, playing this song at my wake would be epic. And it's basically lyrically talks about, it could just be a new song that's sung by a woman that I'm not familiar with. But it talks about how like everybody's there showing up now that she's dead. They're all crying. But when she was alive, they fucking never called to be like, what's up? How you doing? I was like, oh, this shit hits fucking different. Because that's what I'm always fucking about. I'm always like calling, checking in with people, just being like, hey, bitch, how are you? I haven't heard from you in this long. What's going on? Da 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 da. We've lost so much of that in today's social media age. And I've always been like old school when it comes to that kind of shit. Speaking of, my cousin, if you're watching this, has not called me back. And she promised an explanation a week ago. This is your warning. This is your final warning. This is your final warning. Anybody from Girl World knows what it is. I don't remember the tune anymore. Okay, let me see what else I have lined up here, guys. What else has happened? This chick. I just put, where's my money? Look at how people be fucking with people's jobs. This is crazy to me. This is absolute crazy to me. And I don't see anywhere where I could turn up the speed. So we're going to have to suffer at regular speed. So this chick had called a locksmith to come and help her get in her car. And look at this mess. Look at this mess. Also, this outfit was a choice. It was a choice. I get the body positivity, but you could have chose a different color, girl. Or a different sweater. Something just looks off.
This video will piss you off.
Oh,
a random woman accuses a locksmith of stealing, then and calls the cops
Whose voice is
just
this?
to
Does
admit she was
anybody know?
wrong. Check this out.
I just come out this glove compartment.
Go ahead.
Oh my god. I seen you carrying it. Sir, was you just in the glove compartment?
What do you mean?
Was you just in the glove compartment? Did you go through the glove
No,
compartment?
I didn't touch anything. I'm just doing this. I'm programming it. What
Well,
do you
I'm
mean?
missing money and I'm trying to figure out where the my money at.
You think I really took your money?
Obviously it was in there.
Dude, I'm a locksmith, dude. I can't do my work. I don't care for all your money.
Then the police came and were confrontational to the man.
Not only that, let's think about the fucking logic here. Okay, he's a fucking locksmith. They have access to anything all the time. Like, they are the pros when it comes to breaking into shit. You think that this is the chance that he freaking chose to risk his career on? Whatever was in your glove box? I don't think so. If I'm a locksmith and I have all the skills and I'm probably not going to get caught, I'm going big, motherfucker. It's fucked up. People forget, like, these people are, like, risking their careers on it. Yeah, they're stupid people, but locksmiths make pretty decent money for that reason. Crazy.
She called. We talked to her first.
I respect everything. I have everything.
And I cannot stand that. And that's why citizens are the way they are. They want to run up to the freaking cops. They want to be the first to call. They want to be the first to talk. Like, it's that old, like, I want to be the first one to get to mom. Like you're a kid or some shit. Like, and the cop reinforcing this behavior is crazy work to me.
Recorded. She's trying to avoid payment. That's what's up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everybody here's about to go to jail. Everybody here's about to go to jail.
Fuck you. Fuck you. The first time a cop flexes on me, I'm gonna go to jail. I cannot stand power hungry fucking people, or like people who over fucking estimate their importance in life. Like, don't be a healthcare worker and say you save lives, because bitch, I will rip you a fucking new one. I actually got into a fight with somebody I knew IRL because of this freaking stance, and I didn't give two fucks. Not two. I'll tell you the story. Story time. His wife was a drug addiction counselor, and he had posted on Facebook. And this is partially why, like, text and sarcasm and my personality kind of gets a little fucked up on Facebook. But he said something about how proud of her he was, that she saves lives. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Does she take credit for the one she doesn't save too? Genuine question. It's not you, bitch. It's not you. Okay? People who work in healthcare that are in life or death situations, that have seen overdoses, that have been there, you know that shit happens that cannot be medically explained. You know that there's times where science is not there. People have woken up dead after being down for minutes, like not even getting CPR, not even getting any oxygen to their brain at all. And they've come back and they've lived and they've had 100% recovery, no brain damage. Like, there's just miracles that happen. And if you work in healthcare long enough, if you work on the front lines long enough, you're gonna know it's not you. It's something working through the team of everybody who's there. It's crazy. That's just my opinion. That's just what my years and years and years and years and years of experience have shown me. But that's my feeling on it. I can't help it. I'm a fucking fat bitch with too many opinions, okay? And sometimes I give them out when people aren't asking for them.
What a power tripping cop.
Every single person here is about to
Baby
go to
daddy
jail.
just called. Hold up. Let us talk. We will come back and talk.
He took the money? The baby daddy took the money?
Yes.
Okay. We don't need to search your car.
And daddy keep on. I am so sorry, sir. Thank y'all for what y'all do.
Sir, I got frustrated.
Should she catch a charge for wasting everybody's time and almost getting this man locked up? Let us know. This video.
At least she freaking apologized, and the cop apologized in the end too, but fuck that, dude. I can't stand cops like that. I can't stand cops point blank, period. Even the ones that are in my family. Okay. T. This is old tea, stale tea, but we're gonna get into it because I used to be a fan of the Kat Von Dizzle, and when the whole Kat Von D and Jeffree Star thing happened, I took Jeffree's side. And then, I mean, she made quality product. I loved her Kat Von D. I still have actually, and use like her gel waterline liner. Love it. And it's still good post sales of the company, just in case y'all are wondering. It lasts forever. But if you guys don't know, just to catch you up on the situation, back in the day when Jeffree Star was starting his Jeffree Star Cosmetics line, he was going to use the same artist that Kat Von D uses to come up with his logo for all of his packaging and stuff. And accusations were thrown. Somebody made a mock-up of a design for him, which he liked, but he wanted changes done to it. He didn't end up hiring that artist. There was no like deposit contracts. Business was not handled business-like. And so Jeffree never paid that guy. He ended up going with another artist who he eventually ended up settling on his package design being awfully close to the first one that was created, but there were some tweaks. And you know what? That's freaking branding. That's just the industry that's in. And it's honestly the artist's fault for not getting a freaking contract. And that was my opinion at the time. Now, it ended up causing drama between Kat Von D and Jeffree Star, because she was like, he was my friend and and he doesn't pay his people and he didn't pay my people and that's disrespect and I'm all about my people and blah 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 blah. And Jeffree Star was like, well, I'm not gonna pay him because he didn't do the job, and he was kind of flaky too, I think, according to Jeffree's version of the story. But so that's when Kat and Jeffree Star parted ways back in the day. But I used to, like, I still do, like, I am a little bit like goth in as far as like style goes. I appreciate the style. I appreciate like the makeup, the clothes. Like, I have a lot of influence in that. Like during the winter, you'll see me kind of dress a little more like emo goth looking. But that's to the extent that I go, is just the fashion. I really like dark fashion. And it has a lot to do with like color tones and stuff, just my natural color tones and stuff. It goes well when I'm putting together outfits and stuff in the fall. So I used to be a Kat Von D fan, and lately, recently, the owner's child, Crims, thanks for the offer. You can find my Discord. I think it's Zita's Zitards. ZITARDS on that's for the kick person over there. And you can join my Discord over there, and I'm in it. Okay. So, anyway, so Kat Von D had leased a small castle in, I think it's in the Hollywood Hills. It's the old castle where the Frankenstein was filmed back in the day. And she was basically living there, and she was away on a book tour, and the house caught fire. And the owner was a woman who ended up dying of cancer. Well, her son came out on the Tickety Talk and posted videos basically blaming Kat Von D for burning down the house, which caused her mom a bunch of stress in rebuilding the house and all this other stuff. And so he was blaming Kat Von D for his mom's cancer. So Kat Von D made a response video, and let me see how long it is to see if we're gonna watch it. I don't think it's that long. It's a freaking TikTok. So let's start her over. Ooh, I got a cough. Oh no. Oh no, I think I clicked off. Where did it go? I think I still have the link. Okay, here we go.
Of burning down a house and contributing to the death of a woman with cancer. And, you know, I want to be as respectful as I can in this video, but it's also very hard not to be disheartened by this man's accusations. And not just that, but also just how quick people, they see a video on TikTok and then they just think not to question the other side to it. And I definitely feel forced to do this.
You have a microphone.
This incident happened, I believe, almost 16 years ago now. So it's kind of crazy to think that it's coming up now. But here we are. So let's get into
Okay, wait.
so
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that.
This week I've been...
Okay, so look at her face, dude. This is what I'm saying. Like, women, it's okay to fucking age. There are some really attractive, natural women who have aged gracefully. But can we talk about the amount of filler in her face? And look at what her nose looks like from this angle. There's nothing natural about her at all anymore. And that's sad. So sad. I'm just going to try and find a spot by where we were, because...
Of burning down a house and...
It's not going to let me. I always do that too. Whenever you click the spacebar on YouTube, it pauses it. But on TikTok, it goes to the next freaking video.
The death of a woman with cancer. And, you know, I want to be as respectful as I can in this video, but it's also very hard not to be disheartened by this man's accusations. And not just that, but also just how quick people, they see a video on TikTok and then they just think not to question the other side to it. And I definitely feel forced to do this. This incident happened, I believe, almost 16 years ago now. So it's kind of crazy to think that it's coming up now. But here we are. So let's get into it. Tiva is accusing me of burning down his mother's house because I was lighting candles, which is not true. I wasn't even in the home when the fire happened. I was on a book tour. He's also accusing me of having made his mom sign an NDA to where she wasn't allowed to talk about a lawsuit or anything that happened with the fire, which is not true either. We have had people sign NDAs, landlords or people that we do any business with in the beginning when we sign contracts, just so that people aren't selling my information to at the time tabloids and things like that. But after the fire had happened, we never gave an NDA for his mom to sign. So I rented this house from a woman named Deborah back in 2010, which is like 16 years ago, and it was a beautiful house. It was a really small house in the Hollywood Hills, and I loved it so much because it was a very unique house. It was Frankenstein's castle from the 1930s movie, and even though it was tiny, it was perfect for me and my cat, and that's who lived there. It had like one main bedroom, a small kitchen, and then like an entryway that was like a living room. It also had a basement that was turned into a recording studio, and I believe it was from the 1930s, but maybe got revamped later on in the 80s or something. This is where I believe the fire started. I do believe it was an electrical fire, and the arson specialist, the official arson fire guys that came over to inspect everything, literally told us that it was not a candle fire. That this was most likely started in the basement in that old recording studio from some type of faulty wires or from the panel. The reason I bring up this panel electrical situation is because I have the emails where I had asked Deborah on several occasions and told her that there was electrical issues in the house, specifically with the panel and also with this garage door that she refused to get professionally fixed. And I understand like people are like,
okay, this is dumb. She just
times there was like 2 times that there was
goes through like her little list of why she thinks that this lady was like a slumlord or whatever.
The lawsuit between the insurance companies and losing the stress of losing the house and everything is he's saying that it's my fault that her cancer progressed and that I have something to do with her dying, and I feel like that is such an unfair thing to impose on someone. I am beyond sorry for your loss, Tiva. I really am.
That's fact.
It would be like to lose a mother that you're so close with, but at the same time, I didn't set the house on fire. This was a tragedy, and it was out of both of our controls, and I would never wish that on.
So I agree with her on all this. You know what I mean? It seems like he's just emotional. He lost his mom. He was close to his mom, and he's angry. One of the stages of death and dying in grief, and he's trying to take it out on her, you know? So I appreciate the compassion that she's having with him and the empathy that she's having with him. She goes on and she keeps posting, and I'm not really that interested in this, and you probably aren't either, but I thought it was interesting how she addressed Jeffree Star in the caption of this. It's like she made this long ass TikTok and then she wrote a book basically, but she has a bullet here to Jeffree Star. It says, "You've since made a new video saying that you're afraid of my energy and that you've spoken with Jeffree, who claims to know what really happened. I've already disclosed what really happened in my video, so I'm not afraid of you or Jeffree, who is literally famous for publicly lying, especially about me, or attacking anyone with a following to gain any public attention he can. We have a long history, and frankly, it's exhausting how he just won't stop making content about me. That move is getting old." First of all, yes, she's more famous because she had the freaking tattoo TV show, but Jeffree was doing his own thing before TV, like reality shows were even a thing. Like, he's been around longer, and that's what Jeffree is known for. He's known for talking his shit, like being messy and spilling the tea like all gay guys do. Like my freaking best. Speaking of, it's June. Happy straight month, my breeders. And that's all the fuck it is. It's not necessarily clout chasing. You know what I mean? His personality and his makeup reviews and his YouTube channel is kind of what he's known for, right? His most success has come from makeup and playing in makeup and creating makeup. He makes a good fucking product. Even when the scandal was going on with him paying off somebody who was supposedly underage and he was trying to like turn him gay or whatever, everybody was like burning their palettes just like they did the James Charles ones, and I was like, this motherfucker makes some good makeup. I bought the makeup. I don't give a fuck. Oh my gosh. But people can't separate the art from the artist, I guess.
So, you know, to frame it in the way that you're doing it it's hard not to take offense to that. So last night, as I was laying in bed and seeing an influx of all these comments calling me like a mom killer and an arson and all kinds of crazy things, I prayed about it and lost a lot of sleep over it. And my heart goes out to Tiva. You know, he's lost his mom. He was a teenager when...
First of all, if you're losing sleep over people calling you shit on the internet, you shouldn't be on the internet. Come on, girl. Get some thick skin.
Fire happened, and so he's recounting a story through the lenses of, you know, a son who loves his mom and whose mom is suffering. So I can't really hold that against him. But what I can hold against him is just the villainization that he's doing, and I hope that he's able to find peace somehow. But I'm definitely not going to be someone's emotional punching bag. It's just not how it works. So, anyways, I'll post screenshots of emails now if you guys want to like pull down and read them. And yeah, here's a screenshot of an email where Tiva came over with his dad and how he and the family were praising me on the beautiful decoration that I've done to the house on the interior.
Nobody cares. Like at the end of this, she signs it, Tiva, who's the son. "Your mother's house is beautiful, but you don't need to publicly attack me to get the attention and business opportunities that your house genuinely deserves." Bitch, you're so irrelevant. Do you really think he's like, I'm going to clout farm from fucking Kat Von D, who has not been in the spotlight in 10 years? How long has it been since we've seen Kat Von D do anything credible? People need to get the fuck over themselves. That's like fucking... Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't get me started. YouTubers thinking they're famous and shit.
Later he goes on to, you know, in his TikTok videos
celebrities.
Now, man to recount stepping into the house and being spooked out by all the taxidermy and just, you know, making it sound like...
Okay, this is her stating her case more. So anyways, that's it with the Kat Von Who situation. Fuck that bitch. No, I do appreciate the way that she was empathetic and she kind of was like, let me break this down. This is what's going on. And how she tried to see things from his angle. But again, Hollywood is Hollywooding, even though they're not in Hollywood anymore. Okay. I don't like to get into politics, but this shit is pretty funny. And I consider myself a centrist. I have voted on both sides of the aisle before. I usually tend to just get educated the year of an election and then vote with who the lesser of the evils, for one, and then who I think is going to benefit the most people of our country and the world. So there's a few people that I watch and that I follow when it comes to politics and stuff. I'm a big fan of Benny Johnson, and we've been following the Spencer Pratt thing because it's close to us and because he is who he is. And so I guess I'll catch you up with that first, but it's crazy because Benny Johnson is losing his shit. He's finally had enough of the hypocrisy with Gavin Newsom, and he lost his shit a little bit on the channel, and he's calling him the fuck out, not caring anymore. So let's run through this. He covered where Spencer Pratt didn't necessarily concede the election. And, oh, you know what? Let's let him tell us. I don't really want to watch this whole video, though, because I have a few other clips to show. So let's see. I think we could go. Let's see. Let's do. He talks pretty fast. We'll do 1.5. And then I think he talks about it here. If not, I will catch you guys up.
Has rocked the political world to its very core. Los Angeles is going to burn over this video more than it already has. The political systems in LA were not ready for Spencer Pratt, and it turns out he ain't going nowhere. Now, some people might call this a concession video, but actually it's a declaration of war. Spencer Pratt Saving LA Phase 3 has broken the internet. It's just been up for a few minutes, and it already has done 1.1 million views, 10,000 reposts, and 43,000 likes. It's Spencer Pratt declaring that not only is he going to not leave the race or not leave politics, but he's also, after they stole it from him, he's also got criminal material on the lead candidates in the race that are going to cause them to drop out and resign in disgrace. And this is a political bombshell here, ladies and gentlemen. Spencer Pratt.
What he means by that is California when it comes to vote counting. Tell me why. Somebody explain to me why. Like, India is like the most population dense country in the fucking world, and they count all their votes within a business day, and California can never get their fucking shit together. But supposedly like over 30,000 votes came in overnight. They were mail-in ballots, and they were all for his opposition. So of course a lot of people have been saying that California is rigging elections because we don't require an ID here, and I don't think I'm going to play all this through his video. But actually, even at this point, it showed that he was only down by like 3,000 votes. So I'm thinking that that's why he didn't technically concede. But I don't think he would have anyways, because he's fucking done. But what the maps are showing is that, what's her name? Brahmin or whatever had won in downtown Los Angeles, which is where Skid Row is and where all the dilapidated hotels are, where they're housing homeless people. So again, they're being accused of trading votes for putting homeless people in temporary shelters because that person couldn't even win their county, couldn't even win their district. And for some reason, they're winning this area. So that in itself is fucking crazy. Let me skip around this video. I think that's all that he covers in here. And Spencer Pratt is talking about some video evidence he has against his running mates that would make them both drop out of the running in embarrassment. So let's see what we find here on this video.
New banger. Let's go.
Now that the campaign portion of my mission to save Los Angeles is coming to a close and I'm moving on to the next, more interesting phase, listen, I've spent a lot of time slaying everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take the chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. You think you can get rid of me that easily? I know a lot of dimwitted jerks thought I was in this for a grip, that I was going to roll up and leave town and get into City Hall. It's just not fair. Hey, morons, I didn't get in this for political power. I got in this to expose this corrupt machine, and nothing has changed. You enjoy your worthless meetings in City Hall.
If you do have all this information, you're running for mayor. Show what you're really about, or get the fuck out of the race.
I'm going to lighten you up every single day, and now I don't have to worry about offending CNN viewers. I don't have a campaign laws hamstringing me now. It's war. It's 0 hour for Los Angeles. Angelinos are now stuck with 2 morons responsible for all their problems, and they have to choose between dumb and dumber. That's not a choice. That's the machine protecting the machine. And now every problem that plagues Los Angeles because of these 2 corrupt communists is going to accelerate, and the city will tumble headlong into the abyss. You have no idea how many major developers, hoteliers, business owners, entrepreneurs have been texting me saying they're packing up and leaving town. More of your favorite restaurants will be shuttering. That means less tax revenue. That means the city has to cut services, more potholes, less firefighters, less police patrols, more criminals, more drug addicts terrorizing your communities. And we haven't ended it. You have no idea.
You know what? I don't know if I have pictures on here or not. I think I do have pictures somewhere. But it's so crazy because people who live in California are so red now, and it's showing. Like when I went to go meet President Trump at the airport with the Nelk boys, we put Trump flags in the back of my truck, and everybody, I was expecting people to hate on me, but they weren't. Like it was crazy the amount of people who were honking and giving the thumbs up and screaming like Trump out the window and all this other stuff. And that wasn't like just when we were in the area where we were going to meet Trump and the Nelk boys and stuff. It was like everywhere that I drove with those flags on my truck. I was like, that's surprising. And then of course the election was after that.
Things are about to get for this city. Look at this place already. Weeds growing from every crack and crevice. Graffiti over every square inch of public space. Garbage, drugs, feces, burned up dogs, burned down towns, abandoned storefronts. This city is a mess, and you're about to reward the arsonist who torched the place with 4 more years of destruction?
I know he's very bitter.
My goal hasn't changed. I've been laser focused on stopping these commie animals, and I will stop them. If you think we uncovered a lot of fraud and evil in the campaign, just wait. We have some recordings of one of your exalted candidates doing and saying something that would make her resign in shame. I was saving it for the general election. Go ahead and pick your demon, certify your choice, and then you get to see it. So Karen Nithya, ask yourself, is it possible that one of your employees may have a recording of you doing or saying something that would force you to resign in disgrace? Hope you sleep well at night over the next 5 months, because you know who hasn't slept well at all for the last 17 months? My mom. All my neighbors in the Palisades. All the moms who worry about their kids walking past drug addicts in front of their schools. All the business owners getting crushed in the LA economy, worried that they can't stay in business and feed their kids. Angelinos have been struggling for years now, all while corrupt politicians and fraudulent NGOs profit off the misery and fleece us for the tax dollars. Well, now we're flipping the script. I want all of you awake at night sweating and worried about 5 a.m. when the FBI blazers bust in the door, breaking open your office, because I assure you, they're coming. You think your election was going to stop me? If you want to stop me,
You're gonna have to fucking kill me!
Just go ahead and check. Let's go ahead and check the.
I love
again,
it so
it's
much.
just a masterclass in communication. Spencer Pratt is so good at this.
Right?
It reminds me of someone. Donald Trump. It just does. He has a similar background, similar grievances, similar capacity to connect. That's how you concede.
Let me tell you why everybody in California is turning red. We're fucking sick of government. Sick of the fucking government. Tired of it. The only thing that Democrats want is more government, more laws, more rules, more this, more that. Do you know that I cannot go into a store and get a flavored motherfucking vape? Meanwhile, we have truckloads of freaking kids being sold and kidnapped and put into certain rings. You know what I'm talking about? And people are worried about doing busts over freaking flavored vape. Adults cannot walk into a vape store and choose a flavored vape in California. I got to go to Arizona. Amongst other pum laws and amongst other things. We're sick of it. We're sick of it. Okay, I need to get off my butt and dance and take a break from the politics, and I'm getting sore. So I'm new to the Lonnie game. So far, these are my favorite, the cotton candy. But I've been trying to try different colors and different flavors, different variety packs. So this is a new pack for me. I think I have had one of these slush flavors before. I think I've had the watermelon one or something, or no, it's the Hawaiian slush or something. So we're going to try this one. Do you have any song requests, guys, to dance to? I got to get my booty up. I got to get moving. I got to get shaking. I got to stretch my parts. Stretch my parts. I'm not meant to sit. I am like a high energy, go here, go there, fucking ADHD. Oh, bitch. You know how I always say I'm like undiagnosed ADHD, but it's severe. And it's getting worse too. Like before, if you interrupted me while I was doing a task, it would take me like a minute or two to remember where I was or what I was doing. Bitch, now it's like a whole 15, 30 minute fucking ordeal. So, I mean, I'm not going to get medicated. Okay. Okay, girl. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, anybody have a song request? No? Everybody's just going to sit there and just watch silently? Watch silently. What shall we do? I have pretty much anything. We could do something from the old school, because I'm an old fool who's so cool. We could do old school shit from the LCU. We could do... What else do I have on here? we'll just do the most recent one because I think it's funny. Hey, Cat Mojo. Welcome. Thanks for saying hello. Everybody's being quiet today. They don't love me. It's a new time for me. People are just watching and hanging out and doing their thing. Okay, where's my camera thing? Guys, and all the things that I've gotten done. Okay, I have not packed the little rodent repellent packages. I have not made those and put them in the toy hauler yet. But I did clean out 2 of my clothes closets in my dressing room. Bitch. That little rack that I bought that was full all the time. It's supposed to be for like pooling clothes for trips. I finally was able to put away some of my clothes. Like good girl. All right, so let's just kind of get up and stretch and dance our booties and do the things.
ZITA
Pulled up clean. Homework turned on a dime. She texting with the kings and oh, it feels good on my hips, bitch. Like she on that long line. Jenna Ortega on her phone, laughing like they old friends. Zita with a magic wand, and the whole mess just got saved. Fat Camp was fading out. No bars, no stomach, no flow. She smiling, spun around. It's like, baby, watch this go. Zita Ray.
She brought the whole thing back.
Zita Ray.
Turned the shutdown to a stack.
My wings falling off.
In the sky, and the whole place lit up bright.
Zita Ray, yeah, she saved the night.
Name in a group chat buzz, like a storm in a Gold Club.
Everybody say, who that?
Then she showed and they lit up. She don't beg,
She the way, she the moves and breaks through.
when the
Rumors and things don't fade. Zita Ray says, I got you.
Campus staying out. No bars, no spark, no flow. She smiled and spun around. Like, baby, watch this go.
Zita Ray.
She brought the whole thing back.
Zita Ray.
Turned the shutdown to a stack. Starlink in the sky, and the whole place lit up bright.
Zita Ray, yeah, she saved the night.
From the hush
To the shout, from the gate to the yell out.
what the small light in the clouds, and the whole came alive. She brought the whole thing back. Turn the shutdown to a stack. Starlight
In the sky and the whole place lit up bright. Yeah, she saved the night.
Get them locked and loaded, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to turn all the grays green.
Always hustling. Always trying to get that dollar. Bitch, my wig is coming off. What's going on? What's going on here? Let's see. Let me open this so I can see myself. Okay. Got a little too into that one. Dance my wig off, girl. Dance my wig off. Well, that was another thing that I did that I needed to do so badly. Organize all my wigs. Because you know, what, bitch, why you keep falling off? I had them everywhere before we left. So, and I needed to get a couple more wig bags to hang them in my closet, girl. Okay, that felt good. I don't know why my nose is running. Okay, let me bring back up my little show notes. That felt good. Oh, you're working, huh, Cat Mojo? Well, welcome. Okay. I think, let's see. He's going through the comments here. Let me just scrub this real quick. Oh, yeah, he talks about this here. We'll watch this. Okay, let me put y'all on the right screen.
would die and kill for you. The hero we need.
For real.
Oh boy, now we're talking. Let's go. OMG. Whoa. This is it. Nithya must resign.
That said, let's
I love
go!
this guy. Hell yeah. Yeah. People are loving it. So Karen, Nithya, ask yourself, is it possible that one of your employees may have a recording of you doing or saying something that would force you to resign in disgrace? And this is the part that I'm the most interested in, because he's cooking. People posting the old Breitbart clip with the exact same energy. This means war. Watching this, I want to run through a wall for this guy. Are these two men going to save California?
So that's Steve Hilton. Sure. He's in the lead
I can tell you
for
this,
governor
that Steve Hilton has been
California.
doing a lot of TV and a lot of interviews talking about how he's going to run with Spencer Pratt. And what does that look like? I'm not sure. Steve Hilton, who has made his governor's race, and he is.
So let me just sum that part up for you so we don't sit here and watch Benny's whole video. Actually, here, it's right here at the end. That's the interview that I was going to tell you all about.
To him?
I have not. I mean, not since then. We've been very busy with our own campaigns
absolutely.
and doing our own thing in very different races. But as I said this morning, I think that he got a lot of attention with his brilliant campaigning, social media dominance. That was great. But actually, he had some really substantive plans as well, particularly on homelessness, that I fully support. They're very well thought through, and I would be very happy for him. Whatever I can do to help make that happen, including working with him or not. I'm not going to rush it, but I do think that he had some really important things to say.
So, in other words, would you bring him into your administration?
Oh, of course, like a shot. My door would be open, but as I say, I don't want to. He's probably reflecting on what happened right now, I can imagine.
Well, as far as I know, I don't think we've heard from him just yet. He hasn't come out publicly.
So that's fucking exciting, right? Like, could you imagine if it's Steve Hilton and then Spencer Pratt as lieutenant governor? I don't even know how that works because, like I said, I'm not a political person. I'm not a poli-sci major. But I do know change is what the fuck California needs because we've been stuck for too long. And so that's that. So let me put you guys here so I can go through this stuff because a lot of stuff has happened since I opened these tabs and stuff. Exit full screen. Okay. Let me, oh my gosh, remind me guys to show you guys my AI videos I was trying to make for the intro to my channel. I was fighting. The other day I was doing the cartoon versions of a thumbnail and the stupid AI would not make me fatter. I kept saying, make me fatter, make me chubbier. Bitch, why did it make me pregnant? I was like, I'm not pregnant. I get a big belly, but it made me look like a skinny pregnant person. I was like, oh, my AI has jokes right now. Okay. So is this what it is? I don't know what this is. It's going to be a mystery because I already have my tabs open. So Gavin Newsom admits to charges against him, and then Newsom and Hunter Biden kind of hinted at a presidential run. And so, of course, everybody who hates Newsom were like, yeah, go ahead. Please, for real. Please try it. Please try it. So I don't know. It's gonna be a mystery to both of us because I don't know what video this is. Okay, I don't know. Let's watch it together and figure some shit out. First, let me speed it up. I got no patience for the shit, for the bullshit.
I'm joined. Leaked to TMZ, by the way, is a really special way to do this. You can tell how serious they are.
Presidential candidate Hunter Biden, 2028. Come on, Hunter.
No.
You got more buzz out there than you got the President of the United States, Donald Trump, talking about your candidacy for President of the United States.
I had to give you a break for just one day at least. Look, here's the deal. I'll run, but only as your VP, because the truth of the matter is the vice president's residence is a lot cooler. It's a lot easier job too.
Just when you think teeth don't get any worse than Gavin Newsom's, then Hunter Biden comes in around. It's like, ooh, okay. Oh, look, he has as many tabs open as I do. Except he does real work. Okay, I'm just a dumb bitch on the internet. All right, let me see. So that was a little hint, and of course we're like, please fucking run, please run. Okay, this is, okay. So Benny Johnson is going off. Okay, so this is his fucking Twitter. This was 7 hours ago. I've had enough. Gavin Newsom doesn't get to bitch about a DOJ going after, actually, do I have this here? No, I don't. Let me see. Let me copy this link real quick and open it up. Shit, that's going to mean that I haven't watched it. Let me see how long this video is real quick. Otherwise, I could just catch you guys up without watching the video.
28, Gavin Newsom.
That's not what I wanted to do.
28, Gavin Newsom now says he's being investigated by the Department of Justice. Not just one investigation, multiple investigations, and they were started under Joe Biden. So good job. Good luck weaseling your way out of this one. And Gavin Newsom is a filthy person, and Jennifer Sybil Newsom is even dirtier. Gavin Newsom saying, "Don't leave Britney alone."
So this is before, the guy on the left is Benny. That's the guy, Benny Johnson. That's the guy that I was telling you I enjoy watching his political commentary. This is before he recently lost his shit and kind of elaborated on his hate boner for Gavin Newsom and his wife. This was, I want to say this was yesterday or the day before. Actually, let me look at the fucking shit. I'm being lazy, bitch. It was 2 days ago. See if we could do 1.75, huh?
Leave Britney alone. Leave my wife alone, he says, because the feds are going after his wife. And it's just incredibly rich because, one, Gavin Newsom's wife did have sex and exchanged multiple sexual favors with Harvey Weinstein's fish-like penis.
Ooh.
I don't know, man. I don't bring up enjoyment to report this to you. It's in the court documents. Okay, she's the one who testified about it. And a jury, by the way, she said she was abused by Harvey Weinstein. The jury found that she was actually working with Harvey Weinstein and was trying to continue his operation of abuse of women. That's what the jury found. So, no one's above the law. Anyway, she's never had to suffer any consequences except for she's married to Gavin Newsom, who's now complaining. He isn't coming after me because of mean tweets. Because I'm considering running for president. Oh, he's out now saying it now. He's coming after his wife, he says. I'm not going anywhere, says Gavin Newsom. So what have we found out about why the feds are going after Gavin Newsom? Source familiar with the situation tells me there are several investigations going on relating to Gavin Newsom. They're focused on his wife's taxes, his chief of staff. They didn't originate from the main DOJ. They're out of Sacramento. They involve whistleblowers from California. The DOJ is declining to comment. Daily Wire's learned that multiple DOJ investigations related to Gavin Newsom, none of them are directly into Newsom himself. One investigation, which began in 2025, is related to his wife and her taxes. Source familiar. A separate investigation began under the Biden DOJ, involves Newsom's chief of staff. Is it the same chief of staff who Gavin Newsom got his wife drunk, who was his secretary and banged her on multiple occasions? That's a matter of fact. That's something that Gavin Newsom has
Which is also his best friend's wife.
Go out in public and talk about how he's banging his best friend, chief of staff's wife, after getting her drunk. She was also working for him at the time as his secretary. He's a great dude. Gavin Newsom's just a great person. Source tells Fox News that multiple DOJ investigations targeting people close to Gavin Newsom, including his wife. No comment yet. Reporting that investigations originate from the DOJ's Sacramento office. They're focused on California whistleblowers. This is quite a way for Gavin Newsom to announce that he and his wife are under criminal investigation for something, and that a grand jury has been impaneled to conduct that investigation, and subpoenas have been issued on that investigation. Ooh, boy. Let's go ahead and see. Are there any juicy receipts here? Well, Jennifer Bamlar is a great reporter. She's been covering the Newsoms and their criminality for a long time. She's got her stuff. Here we go. Maybe they're investigating you because your finances don't add up, or because your wife's LLC received a deed to a $9 million home a week before the LLC was created, while you still had your Fair Oaks home. How was that LLC capitalized? You can see here. It looks like just basic mortgage fraud to the letter. By the way, this stuff was started, again, during the Biden administration. This all began during the Biden administration. It is a very, very big deal. They're dirty, dirty people. I find it rich that Gavin Newsom, who immediately, when I started looking into fraud in California and uncovering mass fraud in California, and we were right, they were going to use the homeless crisis that they created in order to rig the California elections. And Gavin Newsom's immediate instinct was to attack me and my family with slurs, lies, outright smears. That was his immediate instinct. That's his response to us uncovering mass fraud. Not to try and end the fraud, but to go after me personally. There was a man who pled guilty to trying to murder my family this week in federal court. Might as well just talk about it here. It sucks, but unfortunately, it's just part of the job these days. I hate it. But he's from California, and in his letter threatening to kill my family and me, he effectively referenced the same attacks that Gavin Newsom used. And I'm just saying, listen, Gavin Newsom's never apologized for this. He's never said anything about it. He doesn't care about attacks on innocent families from Californians. He encourages them. Nick Shirley went and uncovered mass fraud, and Gavin smeared Nick Shirley as a child predator. So now, Gavin Newsom's wife is credibly accused of crimes, dark crimes, not the Harvey Weinstein crimes, but you should look those up. Those are very interesting. Gavin Newsom's pretending to be the protector of women, even though he's caught boozing and banging his secretary, who's also his best friend's wife. Guess who defended Gavin Newsom? Jennifer Sybil Newsom.
The scandal, bitches. The scandal. The scandal. I had no idea about the whole freaking Benny getting threats on his life. I had no idea that that's where this all transpired from. He's heated. He's on a mission. He's on one. And you know what? I am all for that. And I want to look further into what an involvement Gavin Newsom's wife had specifically, but you'll know how that is. What I want to do and what I do are two. I said do. What I do are two different things, because your girl don't have time for a lot of shit. But, and not only that, sometimes I feel like I don't want to cover that. Like, that's why I don't want to do like true crime or like trauma or any of that stuff. Like, it's just, it's not my vibe. Parasocial Prima says, I like the whole drag queen look you went for. Yeah, it's called lighting. It looks a little ridiculous right now, but I could turn it down. I could be like the crypt keeper and turn my lights down, but it's still, why is it my shit still looks super white. I don't know why. That's not how it is in real life, but that's just how shit happens. Sometimes you have your makeup done to be outside, and then, yeah, even messing with my lighting's not fixing it. It's fine. Yeah. Queen, I'm a drag queen, and what? There's no better compliment than that, because they be painting their faces like, whoa. So I'm not a drag queen like Big Mike, but we'll be talking about Big Mike later. So yeah, that's that. I'm not going to go over everything, but this is his Twitter. He's basically calling Gavin Newsom out. I know, I wonder if this is different or if it's the same, just a clip of what we just watched.
Attempting to murder my wife and family. Something I haven't spoken very publicly about, but something that did just happen. And he echoed Gavin Newsom in his threats to me and my kids and my wife. Gavin Newsom's never once said sorry for that. Never once reached out. Gavin Newsom ever reached out to Heidi Montag, who's the wife of Spencer Pratt. Gavin Newsom's own policies burned down their home where they were raising their two little boys. Gavin Newsom ever apologized to that wife? What about the countless wives, mothers, and children who've been sex trafficked into Gavin Newsom's state because he has a sanctuary state that won't cooperate or follow federal law? He has open borders still in California. How about the mothers of all the children who are on the streets of LA, 100,000 in California in urine?
California's a mess.
In their prime.
Can we talk about
Gavin Newsom
Benny
put
looking
in
rough,
the ground?
I'm going to pretend I'm somebody. Benny, get you some rest. You hot. You heated. You losing sleep at his shows, motherfucker. He does not look good. He's fucking pissed. Poor guy. Anyways, I hope he gets rest and he relaxes a little bit. I know this freaking industry is rough, especially with all that's going on in the world right now. I can imagine his stress level. But get some sleep, Benny. The internet will be here when you're back. Okay, so yeah, if you guys are curious, go check out the Benny Johnson channel on YouTube. I'm going to link all these videos in the description below, just in case you guys are interested in watching anything more. What else? Oh, this. Okay, so this kind of is interesting to me. I don't know if y'all conserve water or if you're environmentalists or whatever. I kind of am on the stance with, like, we share the same ozone layer as India, so as long as you can see the air over there, don't be asking me to do no dumb shit like separate my trash in my house. But what was it, like 2 years ago? There was of course everybody knows California is in a drought, but the Colorado River system consists of, it's fed by the Rocky Mountain snowpack and, like, of course, rain runoff and all kinds of stuff from Colorado, Vegas, Utah, Arizona, and then finally California. And there's multiple dams that have been built to create the lakes. The first lake that I know of, as far north as I know of, is Lake Powell. And then it goes Lake Mead, and then it goes Lake Mojave, and then it goes Lake Havasu. And so, of course, there's little parts of the Colorado River between them. And those dams serve the purpose of both making the lakes, controlling the water flow, and also creating electricity for the western states. So about 2 years ago, the Lake Mead water level was almost a dead pool. And what dead pool means is the minimum amount of feet of water. Is it feet? Yeah. The minimum amount of feet of water that are needed to go into the inlets of the dams to be able to turn the turbines to create the electricity, right? Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just fucking read this right here. So it ended up raining, and there's a few YouTube channels. The one that comes to mind that I watch is Sin City Outdoors. They're a family that is like ours that goes hunting, fishing, camping, that kind of stuff. And they fish a lot. They have a little fishing boat called the War Machine, and they live in Vegas. And he's ex-military. So there's just like a lot of parallels like between our lives and what they do for fun and what we do for fun. So they had started covering the Lake Mead situation, and they went viral for a video of there's a boat that was sticking straight up out of the sand, and the water had receded. So they were judging the depth of the lake by how far out that boat was and that kind of stuff. So that ended up recovering pretty well. It was okay because of the rain and stuff. But now we are at even more critical values. Lake Powell is pretty low. Okay, so let's just read this so we can learn a little bit. Lake Mead and Lake Powell are at critically low levels, driven by 2 decades of severe drought and overallocation of the Colorado River. Lake Mead is projected to hit record lows of 1,015 feet by 2027, well below 1,035 feet threshold needed for optimal Hoover Dam hydropower generation. The situation is grave, and both lakes functioning below 30% their total capacity. Here are the current details for both reservoirs. So as you can see, Lake Mead is the worst. It's roughly only at 24% full. And it's just over 150 feet away from reaching dead pool. So, which is crazy because when you go to these lakes, and a lot of people, like when you look at your depth finder, these lakes are really deep. Like we're talking 300 plus feet, which is an atmosphere. Like if you're a diver, you know, like that's pretty deep. So them being like 150 feet away is not that much, especially near the dams, because that's usually well, I don't know, I can't speak for all of them, so I'm gonna just keep that comment to myself. Shut the fuck up, Zita. Okay, so just over 150 feet away from reaching dead pool, 3,500 feet, which is the point where the Glen Canyon Dam can no longer generate electricity. So there's, I think it's like the Bureau of Water Management or something like that. There's negotiations and contracts about how much water is being released to like the next lake or the next section of the river or whatever. And these agreements, water sharing agreements, are done like years and years and years in advance. So sometimes the water shortage is due to these agreements, and they'll just wait it out until it's time to release water. Or sometimes if it's critically low, they'll get together and they'll negotiate like, okay, we'll give you this much water during this time period, but then we're going to hold back this much water during this time period, whatever. So right now it's crazy because the lakes are having to actively, Lake Powell and Lake Mead. I don't know about Lake Mojave. I haven't been there since, did we even go last year? I don't even think we went last year. I think the year before. They're actually having to like either dredge the lakes, and they're also creating roads down further to be able to launch your boats, because the lakes are so shallow, you're having to go in super deep to try and even get your boat off the trailer. So what does this mean? Offshore, there is a super El Nino. If you guys don't know what an El Nino is, it's, if you are on the West Coast, it's just like a super storm, and it usually starts out in the Pacific. It's like a warm front in the ocean, and it creates rain or whatever. So everybody's like, oh, this is great. We have a super El Nino that's out in the ocean, and it's going to bring down rain during monsoon season. So monsoon season, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, starts like right now. It's usually like the end of May, June, but I think it technically hits the worst in July. So we had a little bit in the beginning of May because it was windy here and I saw clouds going that way. So there was like some slight monsoons, but like there hasn't been a real good monsoon season yet. But actually the correlation between rain in the monsoon and a super El Nino is actually the opposite effect. It actually brings down rain values. So like it would bring it down by like 0.5%. So, but what El Nino typically does is like during the fall, it'll create a better downfall. So a better like pouring down of rain, a better chance of water reclamation in the lakes and in the runoff or whatever. So there's hope with the snowpack for next year. But as for this summer, shit's crazy. And I'm going to be keeping my freaking eye on it. That's for sure. So if you guys can conserve your water, just don't let it run down the drain. Like if you're doing dishes, don't let it run down the drain. Fill up a tub, turn it off while you're scrubbing, while you're doing, just turn it on to rinse. Same thing with your freaking toothbrush. If you're brushing your teeth, don't let your water just run down the drain. Just small little baby changes like that will be beneficial for everybody. Nobody's saying you got to take a military shower. Nobody's saying turn off your water after you soap up. I mean, that's great if you want to do that, but ain't nobody need to do that. It's crazy. So there's some AI videos and stuff that are out about it. I'm going to link the channel I was just talking about in, let me see, in the description. Hold on, I'm trying to look at this to see if you guys can see anything. I don't know really. So here's the Flaming Gorge Dam right here. Here is the Colorado River. So it starts here, goes down here. Here's the Glen Canyon Dam. Here's more of the river here. Here is Lake Mead. And then Lake Mojave is like right here, like underneath it. They're kind of close together on the map. Lake Mead is actually pretty huge. There's Lake Mojave right there. And then there's Lake Havasu, which is like the party dirty lake that I was talking about earlier. And then there's the rest of the river. This is actually how the Salton Sea was created. Here's the Salton Sea right here. Or as I call it, Penis Lake. It's stanky. It's stanky wanky. That was actually created by loss of water control, and then all this water runoff was exposed to like all these like pesticides and stuff as the water like overflowed all these farming lands, and it's just crazy. But the Salton Sea used to be off and popping, but now it's pretty much dead. And then, believe it or not, like some teenager discovered how to clean the water. And but I think they're going to be mining lithium out of it. So we'll see. There's actually a dead town over there. People call it like the last lawless town. Slab City is over there. I know you guys might have heard of it, but anyways. So I'm not sure, be following this water situation. It depends on how crazy it gets. Let's see. Let me close this real quick, just in case y'all haven't heard. The Knicks won and people went crazy in New York, and I don't really care about people fucking acting dumb. Oh, this is 12 minutes. We ain't watching all this. What is it? Let me just see if they show the dams. I pulled it up to look at it because I think it's pretty. Oh no, I'm just weird.
Outside Denver, Colorado, engineers are doing something that's never been attempted.
Oh, this is they raised a dam wall in Colorado like 3 months ago. I thought it was kind of interesting, but it wasn't what I was looking for. So let me just put this back on here, and let me close some of these tabs here. This is the one that I wanted to watch, I think.
and experts are warning that the Colorado River system is moving toward a potential collapse. This river supplies water to around 40 million people. Entire cities, farms, industries, and power stations depend on it every day. But after years of drought and relentless demand, the system's emergency reserves are being drained away. Lake Mead and Lake Powell, the two giant reservoirs that keep the Southwest alive during dry years, are approaching increasingly dangerous levels. These lakes have acted as a buffer for decades. Now that buffer is disappearing. Experts warn that if another severe dry period develops, the river could be pushed into a state where there is little reserve water left to fall back on. The system would be forced to operate with almost no margin for error. The consequences could be enormous. Water restrictions, agricultural losses, reduced hydroelectric power generation, and growing pressure on communities across multiple states. For decades, more water has been taken from the Colorado River than nature has put back. Now the numbers are catching up. And if conditions continue to deteriorate, one of the most important water systems in the United States could be pushed closer to a crisis that affects millions of lives.
That looks like Mojave. So anyways, it's not so gloom and doom. I mean, come on, AI. We didn't need that freaking voice that everything's gonna fucking end. But I am somewhat of a little prepper. I call myself a prepared. A bitch prepared. So it is what it is. So anyways, as I was gonna transition, before I saw that other video, I had forgotten. In the Nick's celebration of burning buses and fucking up businesses that don't belong to you, in celebration of retarded idiots, Nina, the streamer,
well, I would love to get on top of that. Can I get on top of that?
You guys see the pictures? Oh my fucking god!
Hold on, stay right here. I'm gonna try to get on top of that. Wherever the fuck we going? You ready? Cameraman, you ready? Cameraman, you ready? Go upstairs. Hold on, stay right here. Hold on, move up. Hold on, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! Wait, no, why would you put my phone out here like that? You bugging.
Yo, be careful what I say.
I got you. Nah! Hold my phone. Hey, say what's up to the chat. Oh, we gotta go to jail.
She called it foreshadowing. It's all fun and games, so you end up going to the pokey batch. Anyway, streamers, I'm gonna need you to knock your shit off because I'm over it. Okay. Also in the news while I was gone, Mr. Beast, I put Mr. Beats. I'm dyslexic all of a sudden. Hit 5 million followers and got his new YouTube button. It's pretty dope. Look it up, check it out. And then Elon made himself a trillionaire when SpaceX went public. And I'm a little pissed that I had to put tens of thousands of dollars in repairs into my toy hauler because that could have been a comeuppance, but it is what it is. Got to be responsible. Handle my responsibilities. I'm gonna skip this story. Let's do. Where did I put it? Hold on, let me find a. It might be next. It might not be next. Okay. Where is? Okay, let's show these. This woman in Brazil, you guys have probably already seen this already. It's a little stale, but she was bungee jumping or like base jumping with a bungee off of a bridge in Brazil. And the guys throwing her over the bridge did not attach her bungee. And the crazy part is that she was found alive at the bottom. Look at, she has no bungee on. I took to the guy's pants. It's walking her out. Just tossed her off. Imagine. It's crazy. So there was a nurse at the bottom that said she came upon her and she was still alive and breathing, and she made the joke like, nobody dies on my watch. And then she checked the woman's pupils and both pupils were blown and dilated, which means she was brain dead and suffered a major head injury, most likely a bleed. And then I guess she died. So now the guys who threw her off the bridge are facing charges. Charges were filed. So that shit's crazy. Lecrae returned. I was going to show his apology video, but basically the basics are he's a dumbass and he was caught like streaming, and he showed his notepad on accident, and it showed his shady internet dealings, including underage CP and stuff. So that's that. And then I usually cover UFC stuff because I kind of watch it because, you know, I grew up being a little martial artiste. And I was going to talk about this a little bit more, but motherfuckers, it's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm not going to even do it. But basically the basics are UFC, White House went off without a hitch, even though the Democrats tried to block it with the lawsuit. It still happened. Oh, actually, shit, I just found this out last night when I was watching Young Bill's stream because I didn't look that far into it. But so TMZ was selling it. Oh, should I show it? Let me find it. So what happened was one of the UFC fighters had placed his necklace around Donald Trump's neck before the fight, and then after the fight he made that comment, and then TMZ is selling it because you can see Trump take off.
So as Hochul wraps up his interview, walks away,
necklace.
You can see the president there
Oh,
on the other side of the ring. He can be seen sort of half smiling as there's a mixture of cheers
So he
and
takes off
boos.
the necklace.
And when CNN asked about Hochul's comment, the White House refused to directly address the question. The UFC is commenting, though.
So TMZ, I think I have it here actually somewhere in one of these tabs, was had titled it that Trump took off the necklace because of the comment. And I don't think Trump gives a fuck about the comment. Michelle Obama being transgendered is not new. He's just the one that said it out loud in the largest platform without any fear. And it's because of this. I don't know if you guys have seen these pictures. There's this one here, and then there's this one here. It's basically the same one. But there's plenty of pictures of Obama with this dude. And then you can clearly tell the teeth are kind of a dead giveaway. They're bones. And she didn't change her teeth when she had her nose job, supposedly. But I don't know. Oh, shit. Did I just close that? Did I close that other tab? I did. Oh, well. It's not important. We're not going back to that. Your girl's tired. Your girl's going to get off this freaking stream. I've spent way too long just gibbering and jabbering and doing all the things and things. What else did I have here? Oh, let's just go through like a quick summary of what's going on according to TMZ today. So this actress who was in the ring and voiced Lilo and Stitch passed away at the age of 35 from meningitis. It's an infection that begins usually in your spine. Quick test for meningitis. If you have freaking a headache, if you have neck pain, if you can touch your chin to your chest, you're good. If you're having a hard time, go get yourself checked. Go figure out what the hell's going on. Get you a spinal tap. And then the Central Park carriage dropped dead. The cause of death for the Central Park carriage horse that collapsed in front of a horrified onlookers has officially been revealed. And investigators say a toxic plant is to blame. Oh, that's sad. It ate part of a Japanese yew shrub, an ornamental plant known to be highly toxic and often fatal to horses. I want to see what this looks like. Because if it's toxic to horses, it's probably toxic to dogs too. Okay, it looks a little bit like a Christmas tree. Okay, that looks like gypsum weed. Oh no. Crazy. Poor guy. Poor guy. Poor little horse. Poor little horse. I'm so like over all this. Is this the chick? I don't know. It might be. It might not be. I was reading about this chick who had, it was some investment, it was some bank. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't like one of the popular ones though. It was like a something financial. It's not her because I don't think that chick was famous. But there was recently a case of somebody who like woke up and found too much money in their account. It was like by millions of dollars. So she transferred the money before the bank could do anything, and then kept transferring it. And she bought a house and a car, and then they ended up filing charges on her. She went to jail. She got like, I want to say it was a year, less than a year. And the bank was able to recover like 75% of the money. And so far, that's all that's happened. So she got a house out the deal. I mean, okay. It was like a $500,000 house. You go on, girl. Another athlete collapsed while running. It's usually when heart defects are found. What was he in? I don't even know who this is. Oh, that's Big Worm? No way. He looks way different. Holy shit. Mind blown. I guess he looks like himself right here. Right here he looks like Big Worm. But right here he don't. He was arrested on 2 contempt of court charges. According to the record books, the veteran actor was arrested Tuesday in Hillsborough County, Florida. There was something else weird that happened in Florida too. Not surprisingly, it was in Florida. What the hell was it? What the hell was it? It didn't make my notes, so apparently it wasn't that important. Or I got sidetracked. What happened? Why can I not think of that? I don't know. Okay, guys. So that's it for this freaking pod session. It was nice to get back in here in my studio. Kind of remember how to clickety-clackety all of the things that are clickety-clackety-ish. I know that I need to come up with a time that I could freaking stream all the time, but that's just not my life, guys. I've tried a few times, and I'm always going somewhere. I'm always doing something. And to be able to give you guys plenty of notice to get like all your notifications that I'm going to be on, it doesn't always work out that way because I usually end up having to change shit at the last minute because unfortunately life and family and friends come first. I need to go get the boat and drop the toy hauler, so I'm going to do that either tomorrow or Friday. Depends on how early I could get our stagecoach tickets and if I trade Emlo's trucks out because I need her truck to toy the toy hauler. I also need to get new tires on the boat trailer. We didn't do that before we put it away last year. So I'll probably look at them and make that decision whether I'm going to do it there or here. So anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be live again soon. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have on your notifications. And I'm going to do my best to at least pop on and stream with you guys when I'm walking. I need to get my walking shit back on, like I said. I have not taken him for a walk since we got back from the river. And he likes to act up the first day we're back from the river. So I will, if I walk with him, it's going to be super early in the morning because it's Africa hot here already. It's like 100 by the time it gets to be like 9 a.m. So I got to go in. It's early. So that's that. Yeah. And I'm thinking next week possibly for the motorcycle trip. We'll see. What do I have next week? I know I have that doctor's appointment I just made. And then, oh shit, I have my PAP the next day. So it's Tuesday. So it would be like the middle of next week if we go. So either way, I need to ride. So if I don't go out of town on a long distance ride, I'm pretty sure I'll be going to a motorcycle run over next weekend or some shit and taking you guys with me. But I got to pull out all my vlogging stuff, all of my mount stuff for my motorcycle and wash it and check the oil and do all that shit before we get going. Anyways, guys, I love you so much. I might pop back on tomorrow. I will be here sometime tomorrow, I think. Me being a commitment phobe. I hate promising something and not showing up or showing out or doing the whole fucking thing. But it is what it is. Let me see if anybody is live. So I could at least figure out how to do this because it wouldn't let me do it before. Let's see, guys. Okay. That was in here. In here. It's so weird that this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. Bitch, open. Why am I having such a hard time? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, it's here. I'm only doing one. But oh shit. Okay. All right, let's go watch Young Bill Hill, shall we? Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow.